We are. Don't hassle us, we're local. We're not a Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We're not the Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We are your Quad City Sports Talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn. Welcome to the Quad Cities, Quads. Welcome to the show, Quad Cities. ESPN 93.5. Don't hassle us, we're local. I had a little feedback there. One button I didn't press in time. In studio today with me, the Bob Father, Bobby Mack in for T-Roy.
How you guys doing?
We've got the intern, Mia, in for Serge.
Hello.
And we're fresh off the hangover, the Bix, and the pre-Mississippi Valley Fair.
Heck yeah.
Going on. Other things going on in sports as well. We have the trade deadline coming up. A couple things I want to talk to you about, Bobby, as far as NFL QBs. But we will talk about, like I said, some things from the MLB over the weekend, some of the races in the AL Central and the NL Central, of course. And Bix takes away. Later on, I know, Bobby, you got to leave later, but later on we're going to have the GM of the Mississippi Valley Fair, Sean Loader, in.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to him. So
I went to junior high, high school, elementary with that guy.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
You got to leave, huh?
Well, yeah, I have a baby now.
I have two.
I'm a dad now, man.
So am I. I've been a dad for 11 years. By the way, happy birthday to my son yesterday. He turned 8.
Jeez.
I know. It makes me reflect on a lot of things. And how about we just jump right into this? I'm going to ask you a question, Bobby.
Oh, boy.
It's not anything to do with being a father or being a son or whatever else. What it's really more about is, what is your earliest sports memory? I'll just jump right into that, considering that he's fresh off a birthday, because I've been thinking about, because he's 8, because it's more, the second grade 8 is more importantly than it ranks up there with some of my biggest years in school or whatever.
When you first asked the question, first thing that came to mind was T-ball. T-ball was my first mental picture of being a sports person, I guess, as a kid. And my second would be soccer. I think every kid plays soccer and T-ball. I think it's like the normal thing for kids to do. Your parents get you involved, see if you can run around and be organized.
Yeah, but I understand that, because mine would be T-ball too, because I was lucky enough my dad lied about my age to get me in early, which, by the way, when they asked me, like, how old are you? And I think you had to be like 6 at the time. I think I said 5. And then I was like, 6. And you also have to understand, I probably also looked like I was 3.5. So I wasn't fooling anyone. And then the other one would be, and my parents didn't sign me up for soccer. The other one would probably be swimming lessons.
Yeah, we grew up with a pool, not in my house, but my neighbor had one. And we'd always swim over there. But then we had the Aquatic Swim Club back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember that. Oh, it's actually a Davenport landmark, man. Me and a bunch of kids, we'd always that was our daycare. Our parents would drop us off there around 11 o'clock in the morning, and or we'd ride our bikes up there and we'd stay there until 6 o'clock. That was our babysitter, the Aquatic.
Where was that at?
Right there in Central Park, right by that bank, Wells Fargo, right by that car wash.
Why am I not understanding where Central Park is?
Because you're from...
No. Don't say that like that. Why am I not...
With Locust, and then Central Park runs parallel with it. Has a park there.
Okay. I'm used to Garfield, the pool at Garfield Park, off of there, but that's off of Central too.
Yep, Central Park, actually, if you take...
that's not off of Central. Central's close to that, though. It runs parallel, though.
Yeah, Central Park, it's on Vanderveer, actually. Front of...
Yeah.
And then you take Central Park all the way down.
I can't think of your pool. All right.
You're from Bettendorf.
It doesn't matter. It's not like I haven't driven...
Dude, I get lost in Bettendorf all the time.
I know there's a pool down at, the pool down south of the Putnam. There's a pool down there, too.
Yeah, that's...
Mia, what was the earliest year? Did your parents try to put you into sports?
Yeah, my mom signed me up for softball, and it was like the first thing.
Okay.
And she did it. I don't know. I was like, Mom, I'm not gonna know anyone, and I was just freaking out. But I don't know. My mom was never a soccer. She was like, she saw all the parents out there like real early on Saturday mornings. So my mom's like, absolutely not. Like, there's no way. I'm gonna take you to soccer. I mean, good thing she didn't, because I'm not foot-eye coordinated at all. Like, it would not have worked. Like, I can't play soccer, but I don't know. I played softball all the way up until high school, so
Okay.
that was effective.
We never did soccer. It was never even close to my parents at all, and I don't understand why.
My mom was the coach.
Okay.
Yeah, so she had high aspirations of me being a soccer player, but
'Cause everyone does it because they just want to wear their kid out.
pretty much run around, kick the ball.
And then-
it's pretty harmless. You can't really get hurt. You know, you just. Run
I
and
remember
kick.
being a sophomore in high school. My English teacher called soccer a communist sport.
Ooh.
And his reasoning was that they played on Sundays and it was ruining the American religion.
You know, soccer's a lot bigger than we think in America. We don't really think about it, but like over in Mexico and England and other countries, it's huge.
I understand
Huge,
that.
They like
All right.
kill people for it.
Yeah, but I understand that now you wrestle. When we grew up, you did wrestling tournaments. Kids were on Saturday.
I didn't get into that until somebody gave me a sheet that says, "Hey, they're having this wrestling tournament here." They didn't have no internet. We had sheets of paper. We had friends that relied on it. You know.
Here, take home, and you would come home like 5 every day with 5 sheets of paper in your take home folder, and
Yes.
everyone trying from Boy Scouts all the way to any type of club.
Yep.
And so, what grade was that?
I didn't get into wrestling until like 6th grade. I remember this geek Dennis Bulow. He moved away.
Dennis.
We got an argument on the playground, and he took me down, put me in a half Nelson, had no idea what I was doing. I was like, it was so annoying. Get off me, you're a dork. But this dork was beating me up.
Yeah, you didn't like that.
No, so I got into wrestling immediately.
My thing for wrestling was I was in the swim club.
Yeah.
And we were practicing 2 nights a week, 5 nights a week. And I was in 4th grade. But at Bettendorf from the pool, you can look up into the gymnasium.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember swimming and seeing my buddies, and I'd see them twice a week. And finally I said, "What are you guys doing up there?" And they're like, "Oh, we're going to wrestling practice." And I was like, "Oh, like Hulk Hogan, Iron Sheik type of thing?"
Right.
And they're like, "No, but we can fight and we don't get in trouble."
Right.
And I was like, "Yep, hey, guess what I'm going to do next year?"
Well, I had an older brother. Well, I still have an older brother. He's 2 years older. And all his friends did stuff. So I'd always compete and try to keep up with those guys, you know. So they taught me how to take a butt whooping.
But really, what outside of that, I mean, because we got our kids into, we just have them try stuff. We don't make them do it, you know.
Oh, man,
if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
I would love for my daughter to be a wrestler and be a girl wrestler, but she'll probably like soccer or, you know,
You don't know that.
theater, whatever she wants to do.
Yeah,
Whatever she wants to do.
My daughter took one look at the soccer fields. There was 5 soccer fields, 4 practices going on each one of them. Took one step on the grass and said, "Nope." And she was like 5 or 6 and never did it. Never looked back.
Then you guys jumped in the car and did car karaoke again.
Yeah, then we did car.
You need some more of those. Those are great,
I know,
man.
it's been a long time.
You need
should get
another Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage Snapchat.
Yeah.
That was a classic. You need to bring that back, brother.
But
Brother.
so she's into softball. She does volleyball, and then Ben, he's getting more into baseball. The talk now is what he's going to be. Well, the talk is he wants to talk about every sport that he can do, and it's not because he's very athletically minded. He likes video games more than anything else, but he knows that for some reason he thinks he can get away with cussing when he talks about things because he likes to cuss. So he likes to throw everything in, and when he describes what he's going to do as an athlete, but he likes to throw in badass first. So he, even though he doesn't really have a care in the world to run track, he'll say, "I'm going to go out for track because I'm going to be a badass runner." Or it's like, "Yes, I'm going to go out for soccer because soccer will make me kick because I'm going to be a badass kicker when I grow up." So he just always throws it.
At least he wants to be a badass.
He wants to be a badass.
Not a lazy ass.
Yeah, exactly. But
Ambitious.
the reason I asked that is he turned 8, and I was thinking about this. And when we come back from break, the other thing I want to ask you is, sports-wise, professional, your earliest sports memory from there also. Like,
I'm supposed to wait to answer.
well, we're going to run a break real quick. But like, you know, like is it the Cowboys? Is it Cowboys this game? Is it the Cowboys? Is it the Hawkeyes? Is it a baseball game or whatever else? Because I've got a lot during that time, and I'm trying to look at the equivalent and putting something together to write about. But we're going to take one quick break and come back, and we still have to talk about the Bics. We have to talk about Mississippi Valley Fair. We have to talk about MLB, but I also want to ask that. But first, I want to remind you, hey, Quad City, stop going to your favorite social media sites asking for suggestions of where to get your oil change, who does the best tattoo work, or the best place for lunch in the Quad Cities. Pick up your Locals Love Us guide all over the QCA. It's easy to navigate. Table of contents help you find whatever you are looking for, or go to the websites at localsloveus.com, click on Quad Cities, and then browse your favorites. So easy to use, they even rank the most popular places for you. And while you're on their websites, don't forget to vote vote for our show, Don't Hassle Us, We're Local, and all of our sponsors. Locals love us, your guide to the best.
This is UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local on ESPN 93.5.
ESPN 93.5 is the Quad City sports leader and home of your local sports show, Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food. Every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 93.5 Pepsi ticket window, we'll give you a Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 93.5 app or going to ESPN935.com. From the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
From the first pitch to the last out, you'll hear every inning of Chicago Cubs baseball on ESPN 93.5.
He's at the warning track. It's at the wall. Solo.
Presented by Frick's Tap, Glens Creek Golf Course, G&G Retailers, Augustana College Athletic Department, Sexton Ford, American Family Insurance, Adam Rattler Agency.
Game over. Cubs win.
The Chicago Cubs are on the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
Hit a home run on your next new or used car purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered your personal field of dreams. You'll be treated like an all-star from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a major league selection of pre-owned vehicles. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
The 50th anniversary of Woodstock is coming to East Moline. Over 100 local musicians perform sets from the Grateful Dead, The Who, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Santana, and many more. It's Sweatstock, August 16th and 17th at Murphy Park at the Bend in East Moline. 2 stages of live music with Woodstock tribute sets and the best original music in the Quad Cities. Sweatstock is presented by Jen Peterson Murphy of Remax River Cities, Sexton Ford, Yabba Dabba's House of Glass, and Town Square Media. Tickets on sale now at sweatstockqc.com.
Jamaica My Weekend, Saturday, August 10th, featuring reggae music and Caribbean food with a fusion of colors and flavors. Uncover the Jamaican culture at Coconut Cove and the Caribbean Market. Plus, a 220-foot zip line and headliners Lazo and Exodus, former lead singers of the Wailers, performing a tribute to Bob Marley. It's a tropical paradise downtown Rock Island. Jamaica My Weekend, Saturday, August 10th.
In business, is it better to build your way to growth or buy your way? First Midwest Bank has ideas. It's a critical decision and different for every company. A First Midwest commercial banker can help you weigh your options, because at First Midwest, they're not just bankers, but expert financial advisors. Talk to one today or visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. M&A momentum, strategic momentum, business momentum. First Midwest Bank.
It doesn't matter what side of the river you're on. Your local Quad City sports show is right here. Don't hassle us, we're local. 12 to 2 on the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
All right, you're listening to ESPN 93.5 and Don't Hassle Us, We're Local, the Quad Cities' #1 local sports talk radio show.
In the world.
In the world. The only Quad City sports talk radio show. The #1 Quad City sports talk radio show.
In the world.
So thank you all very much for listening. You can listen to us on the app at ESPN 93.5 KJOC. Download that for giveaways. You know, we're going to give away tickets to Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson coming up soon. I know it doesn't seem like our genre, but who cares?
That sounds like a parent's nightmare.
It's
in 2000.
It's one of
2019 is pretty normal.
I can talk to you more about like things like where as I'm getting older, I'm like, you know what, I got to go see more things. I got to get out and do things instead of stick to my, stick to where I'm at. All right, so my son turned 8, and I will tell you right now that I turned 8 in 1984, and
you did the math on that?
No, it didn't take long at all. So, and I knew I was in 2nd grade, and I remember a lot going on, and I would say that is my historical memory, okay, of sports. A person's historical memory can vary from whatever else. My very first historical memory is the Reagan assassination. I was 5 years old.
Say assassination again.
Assassination.
Okay.
So that's my first historical memory. Some people don't have historical memory until like the age of 15. Right. You know, they're just not paying attention to things, or maybe life events didn't happen. But so I'm trying to think of where things are compared to him. So in 1984, you've got Carl Lewis winning 4 gold medals. You've got the Cubs losing in Game 5 to the Padres. Detroit Tigers ended up beating the Padres in that World Series. I'm at a loss for the 84 Super Bowl. Or the 85 would have been...
Was it the Washington Redskins?
No. Here's what would have happened. 84 was... 83 was... 83 was the Raiders over the Redskins, so I'm pretty sure 84 was... or 85...
The
49ers over the Dolphins. Yeah.
The Raiders won in 1984.
So, okay, so that would have been right around my birthday. So I do remember that. So John Reagan's won Super Bowl MVP of that year. The Raiders won. So I'm trying to figure, and I don't remember a lot of basketball, so I'm trying to figure out where, like, is he going to have a sports historical memory? Is it going to be at second grade? Because I can tell you right now, like, the grades I remember the most, second, fourth, and, like, sophomore year, there's a big break in between. But
I didn't really have much parental influence on sports, so when I have my own first sports memory, it usually is from like their parents pushing them in and be like, hey, do this. Like, my parents didn't play sports. My mom gardens and my dad works on cars, and my brother he stopped playing sports around 8th grade.
Okay.
But I'd say my first sports memory was the Dallas Cowboys. I really liked them. My neighbor across the street, he liked them, and their uniforms were just so much brighter than everybody else's. Like, they were just, the way they would win, I would be like, oh yeah, look at the way these guys win. Like, nobody wins like the Cowboys or the Lakers or the Yankees. They win and everybody hates them. You know, I mean, the Patriots have won 5 in a row almost, something like that.
But yeah, I know what you're saying.
And people still like them.
You know, they yeah.
Yeah, they're not bad. Cowboys have just that stank in their mouth.
Don't like the Patriots, but now they start to respect them. It's a weird thing now.
Yeah.
People, we talked about this Tuesday with Vasco, and we'll talk. It'll be Saturday night, Sunday morning. We'll talk about it. Nickelback is the equivalent of the Patriots. That's what it is. All right.
Look at this photograph.
Yeah, they've got a lot of fans, and then they got a lot of people who don't really like them. But then in the end, they're like, you know what? I respect their work. It's so annoying. Anyway. So Nickelback and the Patriots are synonymous.
He kicked Joe Lewis's ass.
There you go. That's right. So, in the Cowboys, like right away when you and I first met, I summed up your age before you even said it when we talked about the Cowboys, and it was because I remember that year in second grade when I grew up a Bears fan, but there were so many Cowboy fans, and the reason why is they were on TV. They are, like you said, we can goof around and say that, you know, they have a roof in their stadium so a guy can look on his favorite team.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, it's that, I mean, and also think about this. It was the only one that crossed into pop culture, and I don't care if it's on for 3 seconds, 5 seconds, or 7 seconds. It was in the theme of Dallas, which at one point was the #1 show for years going on.
Yes.
So I was always like, how come people are Dallas fans? Why aren't they Bears fans? Well, the Bears weren't winning like Dallas was.
And that self-proclaimed America's team, everybody always tries to tarnish that. And it's like the $1 million champ when Ted DiBiase made himself the $1 million champion. It's like he's self-proclaimed, and like the Cowboys, they're self-proclaimed America's team. It's like, that just irks people, especially if you're a Packers fan.
It's great. Well, it's even when you come back from break and we say we're the #1 Quad City Sports Talk radio show
in the world,
and they can go, well, based on what? And be like, based on there's nobody else, and no one else can say it.
When you say that, I think of the movie Elf when he has the world's best cup of coffee, and he's like, "That's the world's best cup of coffee." This is the world's best radio show.
No, it's Quad City Sports Talk radio show.
That's like being the hottest waitress at Denny's, though.
It's all about how you word it. That's not true. It's all about how you word it. No one can
having
sit
the
there.
best radio show is like being the hottest waitress at Denny's in the Quad Cities.
How? First off, do we even have a Denny's anymore in the Quad Cities? Is there one on the Avenue?
I don't know. I don't go to Illinois.
I don't think we have a
There's
Denny's
one
anymore.
says South Park Mall, Moline, and then there's one in Davenport.
There you go.
No, there's not one in Davenport.
You have the
It
best.
says Flying J Travel.
Oh, yeah, out there by Daisy Dukes.
Is he? I knew it.
So yeah, you have the best talk radio show in the Quad Cities, but in the world.
So I was looking up, is there going to be an athlete for the Olympics that's comparable? And there's a guy for his name is Noah Lyle, I believe, and he's already like the top right now in the 100 and 200. He just won the world championship 100 200, and no one's done that since Usain Bolt. So I'm like, okay, do the Olympics matter much anymore? Like, again, we're talking about our age when there wasn't so much information given at you at a time where you watched the Olympics. You cheered for the.
I would go home from school and be like, oh my gosh, the 50-meter dash is on.
Yeah. You look forward to it, and then then when Ben Johnson comes and he beats Carl Lewis, and you're like, this is ridiculous, and then he gets busted for steroids. You're like, that's right, you sure did, because no one beats Carl Lewis, no one beats USA. Right. So I'm interested to see where this goes. He does follow from afar the Golden State Warriors, but every kid does because they're winning. But now he couldn't even tell you that the Raptors won last year.
Right.
He likes the Packers because his godfather is a big Packers fan, has always pushed that on him. I don't care either way. And I think more the Cubs because they've been on in the postseason more than the Twins have.
Dude, I've liked all baseball teams growing up, but like in 2016 when the Cubs won the World Series, I kind of jumped on the bandwagon. I must admit it. They're fun to watch. I'm local. I'm actually becoming a Bears fan, which is, you're not supposed to change football teams, right? Or baseball teams. You're supposed to be married to them. Well, this is 2019. People are getting divorces, all right?
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, I hate everything about the Cowboys right now. I don't like Jason Garrett.
Okay.
He claps too much.
He's just lame duck coach.
Jerry Jones, he's just an awful person. Too much money, tries to run the team. I can't stand Dak Prescott. There's nobody on the team I like. So, yeah. I like to
watch.
What
about
Elliott? He's a punk, man. You see the stuff he did pushing that guy around?
Yeah.
He's a punk. I don't like the guy's attitude. I mean, I bought a jersey, but I see the way people act out in public. He's pushing that guy around out in Vegas. I was just like, what are you doing, man?
So I kind of like.
And how do you like somebody that's a douche?
Yeah, I've talked about this when saying like, oh, I swear I can go toe to toe with the history of the Cubs with some of the best Cub fans. It doesn't, and I'll tell them I was raised a Cub fan. I left on my own. And just like you said, like, maybe I'll take a break. People get divorced, whatever else, and. The thing is they're the Cowboys. It's not like you're not going to miss them. Yeah,
I have this Cowboy star on my elbow. It doesn't come off.
Yeah,
but I tell you what, it's fun to watch the Bears because I like Khalil Mack because I'm Bobby Mack. That's my nickname. Mm-hmm. So how can you not like Khalil Mack? And then that guy they got from Iowa State, the running back Montgomery.
Yeah,
he's a beast.
Yeah,
so those are my two favorite players to watch this year, and I'm so excited to watch the Bears this year. I'm not excited about the Cowboys.
Big on Montgomery. We've said that.
Huge.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. And again, even though Walter Payton had been around for a while, at that point I was just getting into the Bears, and I was, and to me that's new for me. So maybe you could have like a Dave Montgomery for my son, and you have Biscuit too. But the other thing that's crazy is majority of the time, because my wife plays fantasy football and I do, we'll have on the red zone more than we'll have a game on. Unless it's a Sunday night game or a Monday night game or Thursday night game, like all day on Sunday from kickoff, it's usually the red zone.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're following fantasy, and especially with the DFS coming up. And I mean, you can do it. You can already do DFS, but it's going to be legal in Iowa. You'll be able to do it. So there'll be a lot more people watching that as well. So I just find it odd, not odd, but trying to compare where I was at to him. And there's just so much going on. I mean, he's a big into video games. Over the weekend, champion of Fortnite.
Yeah, I like the dances they do.
16-year-old.
I'm so tired of that floss dance. If I see another kid doing, hey Jimmy, show him your floss dance.
You think that's annoying? Wait till you.
No, that's annoying.
That's
annoying.
Wait till you see a kid doing it in the outfield, just standing there. It is the worst. Like my son, honestly, the things that people, I don't care. I mean, I'll tell you, it's not all sunshine and rainbows in this world. Right. I'm raising my kid the way I want to. If my kid is standing on second base and he starts flossing, I'm going to talk to him. Like, you're not dancing out there.
I'm going to grab him by his ear.
Yeah.
They don't sit anymore in the outfield. They floss.
Yeah. I tell you
brush,
what,
they floss.
my son sat down in the outfield if he was playing there. That's another thing.
Yeah.
But the World Championship of Fortnite was played at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
$3 million.
$3 million a 16-year-old just won.
That's ridiculous.
Holy.
Wow.
You'll never go anywhere in life, kid. Those video games will never pay your bills.
Yeah.
Watch this.
I know.
That's like Kobe Lopez. We'd see him in the hallways. I'm going to be a wrestler. Well, we coach wrestling. Me and Jay Foster coach wrestling together at West. Like, come on down, Kobe. You're an athlete. You're huge. Come on down.
Story.
No, I wrestle.
I've told the story plenty of times.
Good luck with that,
Seth
kid.
Rollins, the guy right now in WWE. I said that. Good luck with that. As I walked away, I said, good luck with that, and rolled my eyes.
Oh, my God.
I was like, we really need you. He's like around 145. I'm like, we could use you at 145 pounds. And he's like, no, I'm going to continue doing this backyard wrestling stuff. Good luck with that.
Him and the Fortnite kid are laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Right to the bank.
Yeah, right to the bank. Look at
Speaking
us.
of Colby, Seth Rollins, and Merrick, I went out on Saturday night to the Coliseum to watch SCW. Put on another good show. Our friend Steve Manders wrestled. They had a fatal 5-way or whatever else championship. They had Connor Braxton cut a great promo. Merrick almost got involved in the match. It was entertaining. They do a great job.
Oh, yeah.
And, coming up in September 15th, they'll be at the Rust Belt, Sergeant Slaughter.
Yes.
Think about Sergeant Slaughter, all right?
I've never had respect for Sergeant Slaughter.
Neither do I, but you got to respect this.
He's a blob. And he talks like this.
You maggots. He's not. Of course, he has an LJN wrestler, right? But he was a G.I. Joe character and on the cartoon.
Yeah.
That's still pretty impressive.
That's super dope.
Like, that dude had swivel arm battle grip.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. I was thinking about that.
Swivel arm battle. That's so many syllables.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to trying to get him on there. All right. I want to talk about, because we've got the hangover of Bix. I want to talk about Bix and get your guys' weekend of it. I don't really go down to Street Fest anymore. It's just not. It's not really my thing much anymore.
This summer has been so depressing. I'm just going to say it.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me why.
First of all, we got so much rain. Now we're on a drought. It rained today. But I missed the Beastie Boys concert at Oscars, which is a huge event. Chad Johnson's party. It's a big pool party. I had to work. 4th of July, I had to work. And then I had the Bix Fest, and I just feel like I missed the whole summer. Is like over now. Like, as soon as the fair comes, there's nothing else for summer. Maybe Tug Fest, but who does that?
It's Sweatstock. Tug Fest.
Sweatstock, what?
It's a new festival. It's celebrating the 50 years of Woodstock. It'll be out at the Bend in Murphy Park.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll tell you more about that. It'll be a night outdoor. The Dawn will be playing there.
I got an invite, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like summer's just flown by. Like, I can't even...
Wait for this. Wait for this, buddy.
Oh, go ahead.
You think that's it? You think that flew by?
Go ahead, hit me.
Wait till your daughter gets older. It
Oh.
goes faster. It goes. It goes to 100% faster. Wait till you figure out that when you have that one depressed, it'll be Tuesday night at 5:45 p.m. and you realize your day flew by and your Tuesday was the exact same Tuesday that you had for the last 4 Tuesdays in a row.
Like Groundhog Day.
And then you think about it and you're like, oh my God, I know what I'm doing for the next 12 Tuesdays in a row, and it's going to be exactly like this Tuesday. And then the next thing you know, it'll be like 7 o'clock in the morning.
You're so depressing.
7:30. It'll be the next Tuesday, and you're like, what happened Wednesday through Monday that now it's the Tuesday that I was just depressed about? And then you're like, oh my God, I just lost 6 days. It goes that quick. It's not at all. When people tell you, hey, this, and you get this all the time, oh, she's precious. Enjoy it. It goes so fast. It's not because it's all great or whatever else. It's because you're so busy doing their crap that your weeks fly by.
I'll never forget the advice you gave me about having a child. You're like, when you give your child off to somebody for like a 3-hour, 2-hour, like you and the old lady want to go do something.
Yep.
You will never believe how much advice they try to give you.
You've now entered them to be.
Oh my God.
You have now given someone free reign to give you advice on everything.
And judge
you're doing.
me with my entire life.
As soon as you've handed that child over and said, all we want to do is we want to enjoy a meal, touching a diaper, maybe go for a walk afterwards.
Walks.
It doesn't matter. What we just need a few hours, and they'll say, that's great. You deserve it. And as soon as you do that, doesn't mean they're going to do it automatically. It turns into, you know what you should do with this child for the rest of their life.
Should do.
Yeah, with this child for the rest of their life. That is.
And people wonder why I avoid them. I avoid people. I just can't handle it.
All right. So the Bix, did you get to do anything for the Bix?
Nothing. Mia, did you go to the Bix?
All right.
I did. I was working for the radio station.
On Saturday morning, you were out front during the race, right?
Yes. Yep.
And it was a tough Saturday. Mia was one job she didn't do.
Well, my phone had one job, and it was the alarm to go off. So
So were you running with the runners and be like, "This is Mia, we're coming live"?
Well,
No.
No, but I did definitely go down a one-way, the opposite way, just to get to like a parking place.
Are you from Davenport?
No.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know what this road is, but it's the one open, so I'm gonna go down it and whatever. We're just gonna try it. But yeah, Michael's told me how to fix my phone, so that was good. Now it works like a charm. So
what, the charging aspect of it?
yeah, so the charging port was just really messed up. So he told me to take a toothpick to it and like get out whatever's in there, because he was like, it could be a grain of sand or something. And I was like, all right, whatever, I'll try it. And lo and behold, I did it, and it works now. So
That's why my vape pen wouldn't work. I had lint in it.
yeah, from like whatever, putting it in your pocket or my purse.
Because I'm cool because I vape.
Yeah,
It's
so cool,
it's
bro,
okay.
Fat
It's
Clouds.
okay. You're an intern. They're not gonna fire you. It's okay to be like, listen, I was out too late. I missed the phone
No,
call.
I promise I wasn't out too late.
So you didn't run
But-
the Bix, but you got to experience. Was that the first time you experienced the Bix?
Yeah, and
Okay.
I got there, so I saw them come back down Brady Street at
Lucky.
the end. So
Oh.
I
yeah,
didn't see nothing.
Well, we did the quick Bix. We walked it. And a couple things about the Bix. All right. It's great. It's fantastic. It's the #1 event of the summer. Good job for the city of Davenport trying to make downtown look nice. And now we'll go back to they won't care about it again, but that's a different story.
Or build a flood wall.
Yeah, they won't care about it again. And they're like, oh, we survived it, and people didn't bring up that we could care less about it, and we made it look semi-nice.
Oh, yay, Ruby's made money. Okay, we're good.
yeah, we fixed the potholes.
And then
Everyone's
somehow
happy.
they're writing an email to Ragbri being like, you guys want to come dip your tires in here again soon? And Ragbri's going to go, I don't know. Is it going to be a lot? And they're like, oh, yeah, it's great down here. It's not. Anyway, different story. So, couple things. It's getting a bit expensive to do the Bix, especially for a family.
Everything's expensive.
I know it is.
$85 for a fun card.
We'll get to that later.
Oh.
All right, but it was $50 to run to quick Bix or run the race, and I know they have stuff afterwards or whatever else. But I mean, it's gone up.
Wait,
quite a
how
bit.
much is it to run the
It's
quick?
$50.
Oof.
But you have afterwards. You can get obviously there's Chick-fil-A sandwiches and there's popsicles and there's water and all this stuff you can have. And then they were telling me stories about they will flag down people who have like backpacks or whatever else, like jogging packs, and make sure that you don't have food in there.
Yeah,
like you take too much.
they want
which-
all your money.
Relax, people, calm down, and that's a different story about the Bix. But the one thing that's a problem right now is the beer line, because people get done and they're used to that beer, and they used to just have 2 trucks, and they just would have beer, tap beer coming out of them. Now they're handing out cans of Mick Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
That line was the longest thing I've ever seen. I don't know
yeah.
why anybody would wait in that line. It was backed up all the way to the fence that you came into the thing. Free one? Are you lucky?
What tastes better, a beer or a free beer?
I understand that, but you don't understand that line. I mean, people were getting a beer and then turning around and getting back in the line again because they were just going to drink it while in line. It never was like that. Bob, I'm telling you right now, when you have that beer just flowing, it was like, and the other thing was the miscommunication. I thought it was a great idea. When you went to the packet pickup, you could stop and get ID'd and get a wristband there.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could, when you came in through after running the race, they'd say like, do you, ID or wristband to make sure to tell you where to go. So many people were confused by this.
Oh, yeah.
So, one, you're not usually going to run with your ID.
Right.
Unless you plan, and you might leave it in your car and then go down to the Street Fest afterwards. So many people were like, I didn't know. And it was just a sign. It was not out there ahead of time. I mean, as far as I know.
I don't go jogging with my ID.
Yeah, but it wasn't out there like ahead of time, like.
I don't go jogging.
There wasn't a press release for it. There wasn't a press release like, hey, we're doing things differently this year. There wasn't like a big neon flashing sign. I just happened to see it because I did late registration. So I was looking at the signs, where's late registration at? So there was some confusion there. Again, I didn't do Bix Fest. Of course, 2 White Crew was great down at the Dam View.
Thanks for rubbing it in. Like I said, I wanted to go so bad.
But Mia went down to the Street Fest too, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Saturday night.
Did you watch 2 White Crew?
No. I saw the Army. There was like a band that was composed of men and a woman from the Army, and I can't remember what they're called. And then I stuck around a little bit afterwards for the nighttime band for a little bit. But yeah, there were quite a lot of people. When we first got there at 7:30, wasn't too bad. But yeah, once we turned around and left, it was just a swarm of people.
I got caught in that traffic. Me and my stepdaughter went and had lunch, and we switched cars. I was like, well, I'll go ahead and leave early, try to beat the traffic. I got caught in that Bix traffic on Friday, and it was the worst. You couldn't turn either way.
You get the Junior Bix traffic.
I was there.
Packet pickup, Junior Bix packet on
1
Friday.
hour.
The worst. The worst.
Awful.
I was 2 minutes from being late to work, and usually I show up a half hour early.
Yeah, it's Friday. That's people at the last minute getting their packets, and then you also have the Junior Bix.
Ridiculous.
It is, and usually every year I am not picking my packet up till late, but because we did our show down there Friday,
And I was
got to get
caught in like cattle going through a, I was just caught. Couldn't get in, couldn't get out. I was just stuck.
I
made that sound 65 times.
I was trying to get to I parked here at the Town Square Media Building, and then we walked down the hill for the Bix, and I got to this point where even my kids, like, they didn't just roll their eyes. They were like, oh, they were embarrassed by that I said out loud. And then now thinking about it, I was embarrassed too. As we're driving down Locust, I was like, we're early enough that I'm going to cut across Kirkwood to get south of there to get to Town Square, even though I knew I could have taken River Drive, up Bridge, and then Pershing or whatever else. I took it my way because I'm like, I can cut across, or at least I can tell someone I have to get to the radio station. First, when I get down, and I maybe about 3 blocks before the turn.
It's okay. I'm a radio guy.
Exactly, Bob.
I'm a limo driver.
Exactly. That's what I thought I was gonna do. The first one I go down, which is maybe about 2 blocks, there was a motorcycle and a EMT setting up, and they're like doing their fingers, turn it around. I'm like, all right, the EMT's setting up. I got that. Turn around, go down another block, try to get in Kirkwood. I'm just crossing it, keep in mind. Then there's 2 motorcycles. And the guy's like, turn it around. And then a third one, and now I'm getting frustrated because now everyone's like, what are we doing? I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting car sick because everyone's got a comment in my car, I guess. And
that's when somebody starts honking.
Yeah. And then there are these cones. I was like, I'm getting out moving the cones.
My man.
And my wife was like, please don't.
Please
And I was
don't.
like, all I got to do is cross. All I want to do is cross. And if they say anything, I'm going to explain to them that I have to get to the radio station, and then I'll get further. So she's like, okay, don't. So I'm like, I'm going to try to get down one more. And I got actually closer to Brady Street, and I get there, and all I see, as I get close to Kirkwood, I see a motorcycle turn right, and I'm positive he's going to back in and, like, block it, okay?
Right.
And now I'm like, dude, if this guy blocks it, I'm going to get upset. And Tiff's like, well, what are you going to do? In whatever. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get out and explain to the guy that, yes, that I have to get to Town Square Radio and that I basically am on the radio. And they're like, well, what does that mean? What if he says
Did
he
you have
care?
your ESPN badge?
Badge?
No.
Flash the badge?
Yeah. And then so I go, and I said this out loud. I kid you not. I said this out loud. And they're like, well, what are you going to do if he said no? And I'm going to say, I'm going to tell him, I'm going to say, congratulations. You just cost yourself 5 minutes on the radio because I'm going to be talking about you.
Tell them they get a seat on the radio show.
I'm going to be talking about you and how you were uncooperative about me getting there. And when all I want to do is cross. And my son just goes, ugh.
Oh my!
It's like he was so embarrassed.
Yes.
And then they were like, Tiff was like, "Did you just say that loud?" I was like, "Yeah, I did. I don't
You
know."
are such a dad.
Oh, that's funny.
I was gonna give him the business.
I'll report you to the NCP OPP 2-1.
But everything else great, and the weather was perfect for it.
It rained like right after it ended. It was like perfect timing. It just drizzled a little.
Oh, I was already on my way home by then.
But yeah, I was here cleaning up. So
Was Snoop Dogg there? Because it drizzled.
Yeah.
For shizzle.
For shizzle.
We're gonna have to take our second break, but I do want to talk to you, Bob, because you mentioned Dak Prescott, and I want to look at some of the NFL QBs, something that came out by CBS Sports. And we're going to do that before the top of the hour because I know you have to take off, and then we have another guest coming in. But first, I want to talk to you about Front Street Brewery. It's the oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, nestled beautifully along the bank of the mighty Mississippi. It's served the fine community of Davenport, Iowa since 1892. You can check out things like their Davenport Gold, a satisfying American ale, their Wise Guy, their take on an instantly recognizable German wheat, or their Raging River, an English-inspired American India Pale Ale with incredible balance and earthy, slightly fruity hop aroma. Check out their Facebook page for food and drink specials. Visit their webpage at www.frontstreetbrewery.com. And don't forget about the tap room down there at 208 East River Drive at the Freight House Complex. You can always stop there before Riverband's game, after Riverband's game, or just for a good time. That's Front Street Brewery down in Davenport.
This is Bobby Metcalf from the Quad City Times, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
LeClaire's Tug Fest begins Thursday, August 8th with carnival rides, games, live music, food vendors, and more. Friday night, bring the whole family to cheer at the parade and stay for the fireworks. There'll be a fun run and 5K Saturday morning, followed by the main event at 12:30, the nation's only tug spanning the mighty Mississippi. Get your Iowa Proud t-shirts now. $2 of every sale goes to the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. See the full schedule and register at tugfest.com. The 50th anniversary of Woodstock is coming to East Moline. Over 100 local musicians perform sets from the Grateful Dead, The Who, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Santana, and many more. It's Sweatstock, August 16th and 17th at Murphy Park at the Bend in East Moline. 2 stages of live music with Woodstock tribute sets and the best original music in the Quad Cities. Sweatstock is presented by Jen Peterson Murphy of Remax River Cities, Sexton Ford, Yabba Dabba's House of Glass, and Town Square Media. Tickets on sale now at sweatstockqc.com.
Never miss a thing with the ESPN 93.5 app. Breaking news when it happens sent straight to your phone. From the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
This is WQAD's Matt Randazzo, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Hit a home run on your next new or used car purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered your personal field of dreams. You'll be treated like an all-star from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a major league selection of pre-owned vehicles. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
You make my weekend, Saturday, August 10th, featuring reggae music and Caribbean food with a fusion of colors and flavors. Uncover the Jamaican culture at Coconut Cove and the Caribbean Market. Plus, a 220-foot zip line and headliners Lazo and Exodus, former lead singers of the Wailers, performing a tribute to Bob Marley. It's a tropical paradise downtown Rock Island. You make my weekend, Saturday, August 10th.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay-Bird, Serge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5.
Welcome back to ESPN 93.5. Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Brought to you by Dunright TV and Securities. In studio with me, Bobby Mack. Sitting in for T-Roy. Mia's in for Serge. All right, so before we went to break, I said we want to talk about NFL QBs, but we got a little bit more Quad City stuff to talk about. One, you haven't been in since you won the Dancing with the Quad City Stars.
That's true. Congratulations. Thanks.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations on winning Dancing with the QC Stars.
Yeah, it was a 3-month process. Johnny puts it on. It was at the Putnam. I didn't expect to win. I mean, I expected to win. Like, you don't go into a wrestling match thinking you're going to lose, but there was so much other.
Prepared to win.
I wanted to win.
Yeah.
Like, I got there early. I focused on winning, and a lot of other people were just counting steps and getting through it. And like, you could see their face, like they weren't smiling, they weren't having fun. Why are you doing it if you're not having fun?
Yeah.
I went out there and had fun.
What was the song you danced to?
Boop 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 boop. Talk about it. I was going to bring out some tacos and be like, taco about it. Taco about it. No? Okay. But yeah.
Funky Town. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. It was the Warren Sapp routine. He actually takes the routines from the.
Funky Town.
Yeah, Mia.
Sorry. You're supposed to sing.
You're supposed to be the ting, 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 ting.
So you, and who's your partner?
Robin Bullock.
Okay. And is Robin from this area?
She is. She was actually part of, like, she danced with another guy, and the night before she danced with another guy, and then she was part of the Magic Mike routine, which was like a strip routine. And she was like, had to do like 4 routines. I'm like, my girl's everywhere. Can I get a girl? It's my girl I dance with.
Yeah.
We go to practice and she'll be like, hey, oh man, I practiced with Jason. I'm really tired. I'm like, that's great.
Yeah. Did she ever forget your name? She's like,
No,
hey, sorry.
no.
And you're like, whoa, this is great.
I've known Robin 20 years actually.
okay.
She lived by me when I was married.
You did this for 3 months, I mean?
3 months. We had to practice once a week for an hour. And then toward the end, you do twice a week.
All right. Then did you also practice at home in front of the mirror?
I did.
Attaboy.
I did.
See?
I'm very prepared for everything.
It.
I'm prepared for a lot of things I do.
I love it. I love that you did it.
So I won in there and I won the competition. I won a trip to Mexico.
Do they have judges for that?
They do.
Okay.
It's basically if I sell 50 tickets, which I almost did, I can count on those 50 people to vote for me because I sold them tickets.
Yeah.
And I can count on them for crowd applause because they're there to see me. They're going to clap for me. Well, I had people that came and voted for me that came to watch somebody else because there was 2 other people that sold more tickets than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the crowd votes, not just
well,
the judges?
you get crowd applause.
Yeah,
you get crowd applause.
Yeah.
You get the judges say again.
Well, yeah. I mean, the
and
thing
then,
is that
and then you get ticket sales. It's kind of all about ticket sales. I mean, Johnny says this for charity, and I hope he donates to charity, but that's up to him.
yeah. But like I said, the crowd. I mean, it depends also the crowd you run with. Who you sell tickets to. Some people are just a little bit more wild and outgoing. Other people are like
Kim Brannon, who's been on your show.
Yeah.
She
was a call in. Yeah.
She bought a ticket from me, and she did not vote for me.
Oh, really?
I go to the bar. I'm like, hey.
Now, how's that make you feel?
Well,
how did that make you feel, Bob?
Bad at first, but then I realized what she was getting at because I brought the trophy to the bar, and I was like, I've been bringing my trophy to the bar, and it's kind of like sarcastic. Hey, look, I won. Kim was like, well, that's why I didn't vote for you. I was trying to prevent all of this. You and your ego problem.
That is not a reason to do it. Because let me fill you in on something. Not only do we talk to each other on the radio, we text each other, or sometimes I'll share something with him on social media. We're pals, or I know his likes or whatever else. And then last week we have this huge scoop of this guy, this Iowa football player who's going to talk to us and prepare a song or whatever else. And I write a blog about, hey, Dallas Jacobus, he has this great song and it's going to blow up, whatever else. And then later on, I think a day later or later on that day, I see Bob shares a blog from K-Hawk out of Cedar Rapids. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, let me get this. So I have to just, because you write it, I have to share it. And I was like, no, it'd be cool. And then, of course, I hit return a couple times. I'm like, yes, by the way, if I write something, you have to share just what I did. so that's
Facebook pettiness.
Yeah, so that's the same. Well, that's the same thing. If people they buy your ticket, you want them to share.
You didn't like my status, jerk.
It's not the status, ding dong. It's about I have to get, you got to get clicks and likes so the people here at the station are like, hey, look at this guy. But it's the same thing. You sold the ticket and someone didn't share it, didn't vote for you.
Yeah, it kind of hurt my feelings.
It should have.
But she thought that Jason Young was the better dancer. He had a great Michael Jackson routine. He came out, did the kicks, everything. And guess who his partner was?
Your chick.
My chick, yeah. And they went before me. So I was like, oh, look at the girl dancing with the guy. Oh, she's going to dance again? Ugh, change your clothes. Big deal.
Sloppy seconds.
Oh, goodness gracious.
No, I was allowed to say that. I had steak. I said steak and whatever one time.
Yeah. That was all right. That was a different day. No, but congratulations for that. And next time, bring your trophy in.
I'm going to Mexico.
That's cool.
Yep. I was gonna bring my girlfriend Nicole, but she's gonna. We have a 7-month-old baby right now, so she doesn't want to leave the baby. And I'm like, well, I'm going to Mexico with my buddy.
So bye.
So I have like 3 friends I want to bring, and I'm gonna have like a tournament. Like, you gotta make 3 baskets, a layup, and then you gotta run and chug a beer. Like, I'm gonna have a marathon. Whoever wins that marathon,
dance for me, boys. Dance for me. Show Daddy what he likes. Who wants to go the hot
bend over and twerk.
Who wants to go the worst in Mexico with Bobby Mack?
You
better win this Papa Shot competition.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's saying you should have flossed. He didn't do the floss. Yep, should have flossed.
Now, everybody, you're all gonna have to do the triple Lindy into my pool.
Triple Lindy.
I'll give you the best.
Oh, Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, well, I think that's awesome that you. I think you might be the first person that I know that's won.
Yeah, it was kind of a big deal. I mean, not that it's like being the hottest waitress at Denny's or the biggest talk show radio QC world or whatever.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of work. It took more than 3 months. So,
I can't lie though. When they called my name, I almost cried like a diva because there's 8 of us standing there and like they called everybody else's name. And I'm like, and Robin Bullock, she doesn't really pay attention. She's like sitting there. She's like, where's your participation trophy? I'm like, I think I'm getting that big one right there. And then they called my name. I was like,
Me? No.
Yes. But what's funny is that like my stepdaughter, my mom, and a few other people had already left. So they were already gone. Like they watched me dance. Like, okay, you did good. See you later. I called my mom. I'm like, I freaking won, Mom.
Yeah. This one's for you.
Yeah, and it was for her. The whole reason I did it was for my mom.
Oh, we love that.
Did you nominate anybody?
I'm going to nominate you.
I told you not to do that. You said something on Friday.
Mia,
I asked
you want to dance, Mia?
I asked you not to do that.
I'm scratching my head.
When do they tell you have to have nominations?
He texts me all the time. He wants me to, I'm going to be a judge in November.
Oh, that's cool.
It's in November, yep. And he said I can do my routine again that night. I'm like, I'm not doing my routine again. I'm 44 years old. It hurts me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to dance. It was fun. But I get to nominate 3 people. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And everybody I say says the same thing. Oh, no.
They'll do it.
Then do it.
No, not me. I'm just saying the majority of people will do it. I'm being honest. I really don't want to. No. I don't.
Okay.
Couple things I want to talk to you about, though. Real quick, I want to remind everyone that July 29th is a national day, and today it is National Lipstick Day.
Hooray.
National Lipstick Day on July 29th encourage you to wear your best color. For some women, lipstick is the only makeup requirement. Were you here the other day?
No.
No, wait, no, it was Caitlin. Bob, you know this, right? Why do girls wear perfume and makeup?
This is your funniest joke ever. Why do girls wear perfume and makeup?
Do you know that? Why? Do you know why, Mia?
Tell me.
Because they're ugly and they stink.
Oh. Yes, correct.
That's what I thought you were cool. Wait, no, I remember you told me that joke in wrestling practice, and you told me, hey, man, kind of smells like sup dog.
Yeah. It smells like that in here, doesn't it?
What do you?
Smells like up dog in here? Mia.
I'm getting set up.
No, it doesn't it smell like up dog in the studio?
What's up, dog?
Nothing, dog. What's up with you? So childish.
So I heard those 2 jokes. I'm like, will you be my friend?
Yeah.
And you smelled like Hennessy from last night.
I did not. Okay, throughout the ages, controversy surrounded lipstick. The British Parliament banned it in 1770, calling it a devilish attempt to trick men into marriage. In some circles, lipstick was associated with witchcraft. Occasionally, lipstick contained poisonous materials. This has been as of 2016. This is when it became a national day. Today is National Lasagna Day. You like lasagna, Bob?
Lasagna? Who doesn't like lasagna?
Yeah.
I don't like Stouffer's lasagna. I like to make my own lasagna. If I make that Stouffer's pre-made stuff,
Ugh. Garfield loves lasagna.
He sure does.
Yeah, you know.
You could have a vegetarian lasagna as well. Here's the question I'm going to ask you. It's National Chicken Wing Day. It encourages a frenzy of dipping and sauce tasting. So on this day, it celebrates the little appetizer that could. Also known as buffalo wings, hot wings, or just wings. We eat about 290 per year. While a chicken has 2 wings per bird, it produces 4 of these tasty morsels. So, give me the top. In 1977, the city of Buffalo proclaimed July 29th to be the National Chicken Wing Day. Top 5 places in the Quad Cities to get wings.
I like Gunchies.
There you go. Well, just give me some, and then we'll put it together.
Gunchies, Filling Station, Hooters.
Filling Station is up there. Vans is up there.
Who said Vans?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I will fight for that one.
Well, of course you will.
Well, no, I'm dead serious. I really like their wings.
I've never had them.
Oh, I suggest having them.
Okay, I've had Gunchies and I've had.
I can tell you tonight, I'm going to order Vans to go now because of this. It's wings, and you just said it. I didn't know what I was feeding the kids tonight, so.
And that's with bone.
Yeah,
this is not boneless kids.
Nah,
wings.
I do bone in.
Oh yeah.
Filling Station definitely. I've never had Gunchi wings.
Mia, what kind of wings do you like?
I don't know. That's a good. I mean.
Do you eat them?
I'm not a wings gal. Typically,
a lot of work for so little meat.
Yeah, and I'm just. I don't know. My mom used to make wings, and she would make them different every time. Like it would be a different sauce every time. So I don't know. I'm nothing in particular.
Yeah.
On my end, sorry.
Well, I like those 3. I'll try Vans for you.
I'm not a big Hooters guy.
Well, either am I. The service is usually bad when I go there.
It's just never been. I mean, it's never. It's been a long time since
my ex-wife used to work there, so I'd go there all the time.
Yeah, I'd go there with you. That was the one time I went there consistently. And then I went there once, maybe 7 years ago, and that was about it. But Hooters is usually the go-to, or Buffalo Wild Wings is a go-to as well. But in the Quad Cities, I was trying to think of other places where you're like, I'm definitely gonna get wings when I go there.
Jack's doesn't have bad wings.
Okay,
they kind of fall apart, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to dig into it and
that'd be like rubber.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get my list together here. Filling station, I love. Vans. You said Gunchies. Jack's you mentioned as well. I need a fifth.
Someone says Max and Caddies.
Caddies is good. Caddies is done as well too. The
Max wings are pretty good.
Yeah, Caddies Caribbean Jerk is really, really good. I'd put that up. The Caribbean Jerk up against. Definitely against Buffalo Wild Wings. I'd put a lot up against Buffalo Wild Wings too, though.
So what's your favorite lipstick then? If we're gonna go through like your favorite wings, what's your favorite lipstick, Jay?
I don't know anything about lipstick outside of that they put it on, and I think they have to blot it or whatever else.
And it's poison.
It's poisonous or whatever else. Mia, you're gonna have to take over for the lipstick thing here, like
for lipstick. It's totally. I mean, I'm a chapstick girl. I like chapstick.
Yeah, I'd like chapstick.
But everyone likes chapstick. But when I think of lipstick, I think of my grandma and how she used to like put it on me and teach me how to do it, and then you fold the tissue and like, you know, not bite it, but like, you know, lip bite it. Yes, blot it. And then I don't know, my mom too, like when I was a kid, it was so, I don't know, typical for my mom. She'd pop a piece of gum and she'd put her lipstick on and we were ready to leave the house. And she was, yep, that was it. Perfect. We're all done.
Go. Supposedly,
but she's a Clinique girl.
George Washington supposedly wore lipstick.
He had wooden teeth.
Yeah, I guess so. Says you. Winston Churchill during World War II. Winston Churchill thought the lip color boosted morale in an excellent way.
I wonder what lipstick like was.
What do you need to? When is it a must that you have to apply lipstick?
What?
When is it? Well, I don't know.
It's different for everyone, I guess.
If you're fancy.
For my
mom. I like lip gloss. The shiny stuff.
I mean, I think I'd prefer lip gloss too.
Yeah.
If you do lipstick, it's become too much of like a stain.
It gets
so
on
if
your
you
teeth.
mess up,
Yeah.
if you mess it up, then you're in trouble.
I love telling chicks they have lipstick on their teeth.
They love it when you tell them. No one likes to have lipstick on their teeth.
Your mom loves it when you tell them.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Mom, you got lipstick on your teeth.
So now the big thing is now it's lip gloss, not lipstick anymore?
Your lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss
there
is
you
cool.
Go. That's got a
they made a song, dog.
Yeah.
They did. My mom says natural colors are best. She's watching us.
Okay.
On the Facebook Live.
So you're putting on something that's just that's invisible.
I mean, she says natural color. What's big right now is like the deep blood red lipstick. Ugh. Everyone loves that right now.
Deep blood red.
You know, like the
you guys
like
are gonna.
Just pops.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that that I saw it on Julie Chen on Big Brother on the other night. She was wearing it on Thursday night. I've never noticed lipstick before. I was like, look at Julie. She's
because
really
it's not a natural color.
She's really popping. Her lipstick is popping.
Her lip gloss is cool.
All the boys be jocking to meet her after school.
You know the words.
Of course I know the word of that. Of course I do.
Dork.
You know it too.
I'm supposed to. I'm a DJ.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. People wear lipstick. It's National Lipstick Day though. But I was trying to figure out the top 5 places in the Quad Cities for.
Well, you said Vans.
Yes.
Said
Gunchies.
Filling station.
Gunchies.
Someone says Leisure Lanes.
Oh yeah. Definitely gets in there.
And Wise Guys Great Wings.
Yeah. Yes.
Roseman can't have both. You know Roseman's opening a Wise Guys now too?
They own the Wise Guys on there.
But they're going to put one in front of the fairgrounds, I heard.
Oh, good.
Yeah, maybe I'm not supposed to say that, but yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. Because don't worry about it. Media speculates a lot of things around here that isn't true.
That's
Do you know there's a Five Guys going where it's not going all the time?
I heard that 5 guys got arrested for fighting at 5 Guys.
That was another thing, but that wasn't here. Yeah. And so don't worry about it. People are... Yeah. They'll believe you for about a minute that's really going there, and then they'll forget because I guess we can just say things are going places and write about it.
I feel you.
Yeah. So, but no, I'm definitely in on Leisure Lanes in there, throwing it in there, and Gunchies. I want to keep it all local though.
For sure. No Buffalo Wild Wings, no Hooters.
Hooters.
No Hooters.
So yeah, then we need. So what was the other one that we needed for a fifth?
Vans, Philly Station, Leisure Lanes, Gunchies.
Wise Guys. Would you say that one?
No.
Or
I've never had it.
Matthew Erickson really likes it. Filling Station. Did you say that one?
Yes.
Vans Caddies.
Caddies.
No, I never had those either.
Five Guys near TBK might be one coming to Dallas.
I said Jack's.
Yeah, sure there is.
I said Jack's. Jack's is.
There's one at TBK. There's one on Utica. There's one on the corner of Utica and Spruce Hills. There's a lot of Five Guys coming. As a matter of fact, there's 5 locations that are coming up for Five Guys.
Where's the bell?
Ding.
Hit the bell, will ya?
Yeah. So.
Giggity, giggity.
Yeah. Okay, so I got this thing here for you, buddy. NFL stars, the quarterbacks. How they ranked as recruits.
Is this? I like to go by fantasy. Me and T. Roy bet that one day that Dak was. Who did we bet on? We bet on somebody. That Dak was ranked not even top 20. I lost $10.
I don't know.
But I was going by fantasy points. That's what we all go by these days. Fantasy.
He still is going to be a top 20 quarterback no matter what, because the most you ever have usually is. Well, I guess
he's one of the worst in the league, bro.
No, not fantasy wise though. He has no.
Anyways, go ahead.
So do you want to hear where Dak Prescott was as a high school as a recruit?
Sure.
Do you think he was high? On a 5-star thing, where do you think he was?
He was probably high, probably stoned.
He's in the class of 2011.
Yeah.
He was out of all the high school recruits in the class of 2011. He was 601st. He was a dual threat quarterback out of Houston.
Yeah.
Houston High School in L.A. And I'm sorry, not L.A. Sorry, Louisiana. But he played at Mississippi State. He was first team All SEC. But he was only a 3-star recruit coming out of high school. The weird thing is, like, kind of the older they are, Eli Manning was not ranked at all as a high schooler. He didn't get a star at all.
Wow.
You want to see where Biscuit's at? Your new team?
Yeah.
All right. He is not that high either, if I remember. I read this correctly.
Your new team.
Yeah. Well, you and me both.
You like the Bears now too?
I liked him the day they drafted Biscuit, because all the Bear fans lost their mind and they said, I can't believe they wasted this pick. I'm no longer going to be a Bears fan. I'm getting rid of all my Bears stuff. And you know what I said? Hey, I'll take all your Bears stuff.
Dude,
I'm back.
When people bandwagon, I'm like, I invite them. I'm like, oh, you want to be a Cowboys fan? You want to be a Cubs fan?
No, they said they quit. I said, all right, from here on out, you quit. I'm a Bears fan.
The Super Bowl Shuffle in '85 was the coolest thing ever. How can you not be a Bears fan?
I've told you the story before. I am a huge Bears fan growing up. They won Super Bowl 20 on my 10th birthday. I know all the words of the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Give me the fridge.
You're looking at the fridge. I'm the rookie. Maybe large, but I'm no dumb cookie. You see me hit. You see me run. When I kick and pass, we'll have more fun. I can dance. You will see. The others, they all learn from me. I didn't come here looking for trouble.
I just came to the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Then it goes in after that to Otis Wilson after that. Right after that.
I believe you. That's
Mama's
enough.
voice.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah. Anyway, I lost my mind.
I'm the rapper here, okay?
10, 11 years old, when they didn't repeat, like, I lost my mind. It's one of, like, 4 or 5 times I cried at a sporting event. And I was so upset that I was like, I can't live like this the rest of my life. And I knew, and I had to tame it back being a Bears fan.
Yeah.
Because I thought for sure they were going to repeat every year.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Biscuit, Mitchell Trubisky, was a 4-star recruit.
How do you get the name Biscuit?
Biscuit. So he was a 4-star recruit. He was Ohio's Mr. Football Award winner in the class of 2013. He went to Mentor High School. He was ranked number 206 in his class. He was a 4-star recruit.
4-star.
He had offers for the Buckeyes, but he went to North Carolina to go to Larry Fedora's fast-paced offense, and it took him, obviously, it wasn't until his senior year that he started for him, though.
Yeah.
Second overall in the 2017 draft. Drew Brees did not have a ranking coming out of his high school.
He's great.
Jameis Winston was a 5-star recruit, number 16 in his class of 2012.
5-star?
Cam Newton was a 5-star. He was number 26 in his class of 2007.
Duh.
Russell Wilson was a 3-star recruit. He was number 1,102 in his class in 2007.
He reminds me of Carlton from The Fresh Prince.
A little bit. Kyler Murray was number 34 in his class of 2015. He was a 5-star recruit. Tom Brady, no ranking.
I remember him at Michigan. That's how old I am. Jeez. Drew Henson, remember Drew Henson, the name?
Josh Rosen.
Josh Rosen.
5-star recruit, number 11 in the class of 2015.
Jeez.
Ben Roethlisberger, no ranking. Lamar Jackson, 3-star recruit, number 409 in his class of 2015. Who was also? Deshaun Watson was a 4-star. He was number 42. I'm trying to look.
That was Mia Khalifa's boyfriend for a while.
Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, that's why I drafted him in my fantasy football league last year.
That's a good reason.
Yeah. He used to date Mia Khalifa.
Sure, I'm in. Take it. Andrew Luck was also a 4-star, and he was number 42 in his class. Patrick Mahomes was a 3-star recruit in his class.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. That's what he sounds like.
It does, yeah.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog.
I'm trying to see anybody else who says that. Matthew Stafford was number 6 in his class. He was a 5-star recruit. Aaron Rodgers was just a 3-star recruit, but he was number 53 in his JUCO class because people don't realize he went to California after JUCO. Kirk Cousins was a 3-star. See if there's any others.
Is JUCO junior college?
There you go, buddy. Look at you. Nothing gets past you.
Well. Like a goalie.
All right, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. I don't know. Maybe Sean's caught up in traffic, but I know you got to get going soon. Hopefully you can stick around a little bit for all that when he gets here. So, do you want the latest in technology?
Yes.
TV and security, but don't know where to start? Call Done Right TV and Security Solutions, your Dish Premier local retailer, and get started today. They'll take the guesswork out of choosing the latest smart home technology with your budget in mind. Dish has been a leader in technology for years. The Hopper Smart TV HDR interacts with your smart speaker to change channels, pause it forward, and with just your voice. Sign up today at Done Right. Call 866-84-RIGHT. Let Done Right provide local professional installation with professional service that is trusted by thousands of business and homeowners in the Quad Cities. Restrictions apply. Requires internet connection. Call Done Right and TV and Security 866-84-RIGHT.
This is Lobo from Lobo Salsa. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 93.5, KJOC Bettendorf.
LeClaire's Tug Fest begins Thursday, August 8th with carnival rides, games, live music, food vendors, and more. Friday night, bring the whole family to cheer at the parade and stay for the fireworks. There'll be a fun run and 5K Saturday morning, followed by the main event at 12:30, the nation's only tug spanning the mighty Mississippi. Get your Iowa Proud t-shirts now. $2 of every sale goes to the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. See the full schedule and register at tugfest.com.
Hit a home run on your next new or used car purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered your personal field of dreams. You'll be treated like an all-star from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a major league selection of pre-owned vehicles. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
You make my weekend, Saturday, August 10th, featuring reggae music and Caribbean food with a fusion of colors and flavors. Uncover the Jamaican culture at Coconut Cove and the Caribbean Market. Plus, a 220-foot zip line and headliners Lazo and Exodus, former lead singers of the Wailers, performing a tribute to Bob Marley. It's a tropical paradise downtown Rock Island. You make my weekend, Saturday, August 10th.
If you're running a business, how much should you invest in retaining your employees? First Midwest Bank has ideas. In today's tight labor market, keeping your employees is more important than ever. A First Midwest banker can help you determine what type of 401k plan to offer. At First Midwest Bank, they're not just bankers, but expert financial advisors. Talk to one today or visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com.
Welcome back to ESPN 935. Don't hassle us, we're local. I want to remind you all to go to your App Store, Google Store, and download the app ESPN 935 KJOC. You can get breaking news, exclusive offers, and probably also release how we're going to give away those tickets to Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson, which, like I was saying in the other hour.
Where's that at?
Huh?
Where's that going to be at?
I think it's in Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, it is in Cedar Rapids.
I went to a Rob Zombie concert at the Mark once.
Huh?
I went to a Rob Zombie concert at the Mark when it was the Mark, probably 10, 15 years ago. It was great. He puts on a show. He has all these stage props and stuff and lighting, and he looks like he's dead half the time.
But shows wise, like I don't know. As much as I said at the top of the hour, like I want to go out and see new things. I don't know if really that's up my list of things.
You'd be all right.
Yeah, but
just bring some mace and a stun gun. You'd be fine.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. I'm gonna ask you real quick about the fair because the GM's on his way. Sean, he just in traffic, which is fine. I know you're busy majority of the week, but do you normally go to the fair?
I live a block away, so I walk to the fair. I go every day.
Okay.
I go during the day, and I this year I'm excited to bring my daughter in a stroller.
Yeah.
And I always get the corn.
Okay.
The corn they got with the potatoes over there by the far stage, and then get an A&W root beer. They didn't have A&W root beer last year. That kind of bothered me. And then I get Gonzo's tacos, which is weird because I can get Gonzo's tacos anytime. Yeah. But I just like the atmosphere and eating a taco at the fair. But yeah, I go every day. I go during the day, every day, because I got a fun pass. I got to get my $85 out of it.
Yeah.
And then I go home and shower and get ready, and then go to the night concert. I actually just stand there. I don't really go to it. I just kind of stand out.
Have you been going since you were in high school and everything?
Oh yeah, back in the day, my mom used to buy us school clothes, and then we'd all wear our school clothes to the fair.
Because you're scoping for the ladies.
They scope on me.
Well,
Jay.
either or, you got to wear your, it's like, well, and then your mom says, you go to the fair to have fun, not for a fashion show. And
well, I'd always get my school clothes over my shoes all dirty, and she'd be like, these are your school clothes, these are not your ghosts.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen at the fair, that's for certain. So do you have any bands that you saw there that you're like, man, I saw them at the fair, like that stick out?
Poison was a good show. They were there.
I missed Poison there.
Yeah, I've seen Poison probably 18 times. I love them.
I like Poison too. Does that make us weird?
Oh no.
A lot of people don't like Poison.
Charlie Daniels. Remember when he was there one year?
Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Then told you once you.
Yeah. Well, there's two versions. But yeah, I think you can say that on the air, by the way. But yeah, I think you can. So, but that sticks out to you. Anybody else?
My first concert ever was Survivor, and that was at the fair. It was probably 88.
Survivor?
Cheap Trick.
Yeah.
Those are my first memories.
Can you name a Survivor song that's not on a Rocky soundtrack?
Yes.
What is it?
I'm High on You.
There you go. Good
Come
for
on,
you.
Man, I love Survivor.
Search is over?
Yeah.
See, then this is why we're friends. Seriously, no one else would know that. Everyone would just say Rocky. They just say Eye of the Tiger.
Once again, I'm a DJ. I'm supposed to know these things.
Oh, but you just said you're
I remember me and Robert Zamora, we went up to this Super Bowl party, and they had a game they could play to win this stuff, and you hit the button when you knew the song. Like it was me and Robert Zamora.
Beat Shazam.
We just cleaned house as soon as 2 seconds in the song.
Boom.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys, Charlie Daniels, Jay Foster.
Yeah.
Jay Foster.
I haven't done it yet. Just want to throw that out there. I can't. I haven't been to the fair since 2009.
We're going this Friday. We have a date.
We're gonna go this Friday to go see Tesla.
Dress slutty.
I'm not gonna do that.
Make sure you wear your cowboy.
I'm wearing my Daisy Duke, so you're gonna be seeing with me.
I'm gonna be enjoying the beginning of Love Song, which I think is one of the best openings to a song. Speaking of it, you mentioned Cheap Trick. I also think The Flame is a great opening.
I was gonna say that was my brother and his girlfriend's song, 8th grade. Yeah. We must relight the flame.
I just like the beginning of the song a lot, not because we're lighting the flame. But I want to see Tesla. They'll do their signs and everything else. The 5-man physical jam, and then what do you have to work Saturday, Sunday?
No, I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Are you going to Nickelback?
No. Well,
you DJ.
I DJ at Danview at 9. Okay. So, and then Jimmy O's on Sunday. I don't know what time they want me though.
Gotcha. Because
the fair is going on. I'm usually 6 to 10.
Are you loaning your fun card out this week?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to Nicole, and I'm giving it to my stepdaughter. She was to borrow it Wednesday, Thursday, and I haven't even got to my niece. I bet she's going to hit me up.
Brooks and Dunn and Jake Owen on Wednesday, Thursday.
Brooks and Dunn, they put on a great show.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I walked out of him at the Mark, by the way.
I got to go.
I know you do.
All right. Tell Sean I said hi.
Yeah,
Mia,
he's
nice
walking
to meet
in.
you.
He's walking in. Yeah,
I'm
have
going
fun
to be
with the kid.
going to be a dad.
Appreciate you coming in today, and then
Appreciate
I'll
you having
text
me.
Yeah, Friday night Tesla will. So does that you live how far away?
1 block.
So I can park at your place.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'll see you then. Be early.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. You have a safe trip. Say hi to the family for me. Mia, are you going to the fair?
I've been looking for, like we were just talking about, someone's tickets to cop for like a day that they're not going.
Okay, but you're working the B100 tent.
Yeah, I'm
tomorrow
working,
night.
Yep, from like 4 to 8. I'll be under the B100 tent.
Okay.
With lots of free goodies, t-shirts and sunglasses, koozies.
Do you like things like this, like the fair?
I do. Yeah, like it.
I mean, there's people that love the fair food.
Yeah, I mean, like for sure. I mean, we have a festival in my hometown, and we were just like, Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby.
He was just talking about. Like, there's just stuff that you need to get at the fair. You know, if it's like something you get every single year. So, I just.
Hey, Sean. What's going on? Yeah, you're cool. Just go ahead and sit right over there, buddy.
Make some good traditions. You know, if you show up and you're like, oh, I need to get tacos, I could get tacos any time of the year. There's this one place that serves pasta over by the festival by my hometown.
Yeah.
And I don't ever go there unless it's the tent that they have for the festival. And that's the only time I get their pasta.
Maybe it's just the way they prepare it. Just walk in the studio. We have the GM of the Mississippi Valley Fair, Sean Loader. Sean, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Sorry I'm
Did
late.
you get to see Bobby on the way?
Yeah, I saw him.
Okay, your old junior high school buddy,
Yeah,
whatever else. You guys
yeah,
know each
good
other. You
friend
go
of mine.
way back. Just meeting you for the first time or whatever else. And this is your second year doing the fair?
This is my third year
Third
as
year, okay.
general manager, 30th year at the fair.
Oh, 30th year
Yeah,
at the fair,
I started
but
when I
you're
was
taking
13.
but general manager, your third year doing it.
Yep, third year.
So I obviously just so you've been doing this since you were 13.
Yeah.
How did you get involved in it?
Well, I lived right next to the fairgrounds and wanted to get a job, so I started parking cars there for races on Friday nights. And
Okay.
Just took off from there.
So you just kept working there, and then they
I'd
kept
go
giving
in,
they
I'd
kept
go
giving
in like
you
a half hour
promotions.
after school,
Yeah.
right after school, and work. I think I had an hour left to work there, and then work weekends, and then in the summertime I'd work all summer.
So did you graduate the same time as Bobby?
Yep.
Like, you graduated in 92 from West?
93. I was 93.
93. Okay. So and then so you took over. I'm interested in like everything about putting this together. It's got to be stressful. It's a funny thing that we talk about here. I think you'll be able to relate. One, being a business owner, or you put a show together, or what you talk about. No matter what, someone's going to tell you. You know what you should do. I mean, you work. It's not you work year round for. You're probably already working for the 2020 Mississippi Valley
I'm
Fair.
already working on entertainment because that's how long it takes to. I mean, one, you got to work with a budget. Two, you got to make sure the group that you go after, they're going to be en route. A lot of times they don't make their mind up till after the new year.
Yeah.
What they're doing, if there's going to be a lot of times they wait for these big fests because they make a lot more money if they play these big music fests. So they kind of wait on the small fairs and stuff to see what they're going to do.
So you're going to go through this week, which thank you so much for coming in because I know it's stressful and everything coming in here.
Sorry, I'm late.
So you're going to go and you have this week, and you're going to have Sunday is going to be the last show, Brad Paisley, and starting on Monday or all week long, when someone stops and shakes your hand or whatever else, you're going to hear, "This is awesome. Thank you so much for putting this together. You've done a great job. You know what you should do."
Oh yeah.
What's the number one? Like, you know what you should do for?
How about next year?
Yeah. What is the number one? You know what you should do for an act at the fair? What do you get requested for?
They
the most?
do. Everybody has requests for these bands, and a lot of the bands are $1 million that
Okay.
they request. And we do 6 nights of entertainment. So if you did $1 million bands, I mean that's 6 million. There's just no way. I mean,
Yeah.
you're for what our seating capacity is. That's where you have to work off your budget because you can only sell so many tickets, and then you figure out what your price is going to be per ticket on how many people you can fit in there.
Okay.
So,
but what is the number? What do you think the most requested band though that people are like, you know what you should do? You should have this band.
a lot of them on the rock end of it, Kid Rock.
Okay.
Country, Luke Bryan.
Okay.
Luke Combs is a big one this year, and Luke Combs went from 300,000 to $1 million this year.
Yeah.
So those are about the main big requests. Metallica's $4 to $5 million, depending on their venue.
I mean, we have to be realistic here.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, it
is. I would love to have them, but
of course.
It's just not in the cards right
I'd
now.
love to have a lot of people on the show too. They're gonna go, what's my appearance fee or whatever else?
Yeah.
And I can't do that, So
and the ticket, and that's why the ticket prices had to go up because I put my budget up another 900 some thousand this year. So you have to go up in ticket prices because people want these bigger entertainers. Well, these bigger entertainers are charging $500,000 on up, so you have to.
It's gonna go up, and I mean you're gonna get. I mean, I was talking about earlier about the Bix, and I was like, $50. I don't know where it's at now because it's a family of 4. If we're gonna do it, it's $200. That's just for the Bix,
Yeah.
I don't. Honestly, I am not somebody, and I'm not. Even though I taught at West years ago, and everything, and I haven't been to the fair since 2009, but I wouldn't scoff at all at $85. To be honest with you, not one bit. I mean, 6 nights, like you just said, 6 nights of entertainment.
Yeah, and you look at other fairs. Just take State Fair for instance, and they're single tickets. So you pay what are they, $40 to on up to $80 a night, depending who they have. $10 to get in, and $10 to park. So you have another $20 on top of your ticket, whatever you pay for the gate. And that's what a lot of people. Well, you need to go to single tickets. Well, we make it affordable with the fun card to go all night, and you can. A lot of people just give their fun card to someone else or whatever to use, but we make it affordable to do it that way. And if you break it down each day, even at the 75 was like 12 something a day to get in on the ground, see all the free entertainment, plus get in to see a concert for $12, $12.50.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nowhere around that you can find that kind of deal.
No, and it's not like Lollapalooza either, where you if you get the wristband, it's a 4-day. You have to have it on your wrist all the time. If you take it off and give it to somebody else, they won't let you in. So at least, with the fun card, you can hand it off to someone I have to work this day, I can't go. You can hand it off to someone else, they go and enjoy themselves.
And you can do that, but that also takes away from our sales, too, for that person.
Right, which is a shame.
You look at that
so, all right, a couple other questions, because we were talking about it. We have, last week, lifelong Quad Cityans, and that's what the show is. I mean, we talk sports, but we also like to highlight things that are going on in the Quad Cities. The one question someone said, the name Fun Card. Why not Fair Pass?
It's always been a fun.
That's what I said too. You're not going to change it. And I said, you know what? But I mean, it's fun. Sounds like fun.
It's a fun card. It's
fun.
It's 6 days of fun.
Yeah, I told it was Serge. I told him just stop with the fair. It should be a Fair Pass. I like Fun Card.
Even if you don't like the bands, and people get on there and go, I hate that band. You know what?
Well, we'll talk about that.
Just go there, have fun with your friends, and I mean, it beats sitting at home watching Netflix. Don't
yeah.
I mean,
100%.
So, yeah.
How close is it going to be that the Fun Card is an app?
I don't know. We'll have to see. That's in the future. I mean, we've been talking about it.
I think the thing that makes it the best for people in the Quad Cities, though, and again, and I'll sit here and play the what you should do, whatever else, but keeping the Fun Card relevant is the 2 weeks before. Can I borrow someone's Fun Card?
Yeah.
It's always constantly in the social media. So, I mean, I get it. Does anyone have a password, their app password? It's one of those things, having it physically in your hand, and I think it makes it keeps it in the social media circle of talking about the fair. And I think it's great. App's nice, whatever else. I said, once you get to an app, people are going to there's going to be friendships that are over and marriages broken up because people are going to, they're going to use their app and not knowing that the people were going to go that night and because they got their pass. But I like all that. Now, you mentioned about bands being booked, and I have this this thing about when do you usually announce it? How's that? When do you usually announce the lineup?
I try to get 1 to 2 before December because we put the WLR fun cards the 1st of December on sale. So it's nice to have a couple so that at least they know who's coming, where they'll buy that ticket early.
Do you do it and did you just shut down social media and just I just don't want to hear it?
No, I actually don't.
You're saying everything like
we
it's
have
nice,
people
but
that run. I've tried that, and I read messages, and I get so frustrated. You know what? I'm not going to read it, so I don't even bother with it. Cause, I mean, it's the good thing is there's a lot more positive on there than negative.
Of course,
so that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, 100%. But it's just, there's always, not everyone's going to be 100% happy with everything, and they don't need to voice it. They're still going to go. And like you said, enjoy time with your friends. And it's neat that, there's people that I know that take off the entire week of work.
A lot of people take off that week of vacation.
And then but like you said, the fairgrounds, it goes year round. You guys have races on Friday nights usually?
Races on Friday night, and I have a new promoter, Ricky Kaya, that's been starting them. And there's people that quit going there because the track's just been crappy. Now they're starting to go back, and they go, this is the best track we've seen in 15 years.
Oh, great.
So, it's really, really kicking off. Plus, with all my other stuff, I'm doing a Oktoberfest this year.
Okay.
October 12th, that'll be the first one I've tried. So hopefully that goes off good. I started St. Patrick's Day 3 years ago. My first year I had 7,000 people the first year. Last year I had 8,000 something.
Good.
So it's just growing. New Year's Eve bash. So we have the facilities there that just sit empty once in a while. So I'm like, why not try these big parties and see how they do? 97X, they have 2 or 3 parties we put on there for them. So it's really been taking off. I'm doing good.
The one thing I don't, and if I'm wrong, you do it, then that's on me, and I will make sure to really push it. I want to see a demolition derby.
We have 2.
When? See, what is wrong with me?
Yeah, see? What? You don't get on our Facebook?
See,
or,
I did research for everything but this right here. For this.
I want to say our next one is August 24th or 26th.
Okay. Yeah, the 24th is a Saturday.
So it'll be the 24th, yeah.
Okay, because, all right, August 24th, demolition derby. And so how do you do this? How do you get people to do the demolition derby?
There's just different promoters that call me up and want to put on a show, or sometimes, like, we haven't had tractor pulls for like 25 years, and I went to John Poshton one year. I'm like, man, you should put on, because he's a big farmer, and I said, you need to put on a tractor pull. We haven't had him for like 20 years, and he put it on. 3,000 some people came to it. So those are the different things that we haven't had. Monster truck shows. I love to get motocross. Motocross is pretty big. So I'm working with the guy now, maybe for 2020, that we get a big motocross race in there.
So the promoters put on the demolition derby. So it's usually just people not from this area?
Normally, there's a couple promoters from this area. Otherwise, they're from out of town. And we just rent them the facility. And then we get all concessions and beer.
Okay, it's in the next couple of weeks. Just message me with the information. I'll promote the hell out of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I know it's insurance reasons, whatever else, but I'd get into a demolition derby.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
They're fun.
Yeah,
they're fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be scared, but
Yeah, and then in September, I think it is the trailer races, and that's you decorate a truck and a trailer. It has to be a trailer, and then they race around the quarter mile and banging each other, campers and.
Yeah,
you name it, they're pulling around the track.
Like I said, there's more out than just Mississippi Valley Fair. But I want to talk a little bit more. We have to take a quick break. But what I have for you, Sean, is I put together our version of 3 Truths and a Lie, and it's about all your acts, whatever else. So I'm going to see how well you know the acts that are coming here. 3 Truths and a Lie of each one of them that are going to be Tuesday.
I'm gonna fail that one.
It's all right. All you got to do is guess which one I made up. All right, we're with Sean Loader, GM of Mississippi Valley Fair, and we will be right back with a word from sponsors.
This is Julian Vandervelde, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
LeClaire's Tugfest begins Thursday, August 8th with carnival rides, games, live music, food vendors, and more. Friday night, bring the whole family to cheer at the parade and stay for the fireworks. There'll be a fun run and 5K Saturday morning, followed by the main event at 12:30, the nation's only tug spanning the mighty Mississippi. Get your Iowa Proud t-shirts now. $2 of every sale goes to the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. See the full schedule and register at tugfest.com.
You make my weekend, Saturday, August 10th, featuring reggae music and Caribbean food with a fusion of colors and flavors. Uncover the Jamaican culture at Coconut Cove and the Caribbean Market. Plus, a 220-foot zip line and headliners Lazo and Exodus, former lead singers of the Wailers, performing a tribute to Bob Marley. It's a tropical paradise downtown Rock Island. You make my weekend, Saturday, August 10th.
From the first pitch to the last out, you'll hear every inning of Chicago Cubs baseball on ESPN 93.5.
He's at the warning track. It's at the wall. Solo.
Presented by Frick's Tap, Glens Creek Golf Course, G&G Retailers, Augustana College Athletic Department, Sexton Ford, American Family Insurance, Adam Rattler Agency.
Game over. Cubs win.
The Chicago Cubs are on the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
ESPN 93.5 is the Quad City sports leader and home of your local sports show, Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food. Every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 93.5 Pepsi ticket window, we'll give you a Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 93.5 app or going to ESPN935.com. From the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
If you're running a business, how much should you invest in retaining your employees? First Midwest Bank has ideas. In today's tight labor market, keeping your employees is more important than ever. A First Midwest banker can help you determine what type of 401k plan to offer. At First Midwest Bank, they're not just bankers, but expert financial advisors. Talk to one today or visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com.
Hit a home run on your next new or used car purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered your personal field of dreams. You'll be treated like an all-star from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a major league selection of pre-owned vehicles. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
The 50th anniversary of Woodstock is coming to East Moline. Over 100 local musicians perform sets from the Grateful Dead, The Who, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Santana, and many more. It's Sweatstock, August 16th and 17th at Murphy Park at the Bend in East Moline. 2 stages of live music with Woodstock tribute sets and the best original music in the Quad Cities. Sweatstock is presented by Jen Peterson Murphy of Remax River Cities, Sexton Ford, Yabba Dabba's House of Glass, and Town Square Media. Tickets on sale now at sweatstockqc.com.
No matter what time of year, the hottest sports takes are heard right here. This is the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
All right, we're back. ESPN 93.5, Don't Hassle Us Local. Andy from B100 is joining us with GM Sean Loader from the Mississippi Valley Fair. And Andy, Sean, we're talking off the air, and we have some questions on the Vans Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment thread about like some acts coming in and whatnot. And we'll talk about that. But I wanted to give you 3 truths and a lie. All right? Basically, I'm going to give you 4 statements about your acts that are going to be on here, right? In order. And so obviously Tuesday night I'll go through Dan and Shay and Brooks and Dunn. I'll give you 4 statements. You have to pick which one is the lie. All right?
Okay.
You guys ready? And Andy, you can help. Sean, you can ask me help. Okay. So, here we go. I'll give you 4 statements. You pick out which one's a lie. Shay Mooney dated current country star Veronica Balestrini. There's my first statement. Shay Mooney dated current country star Veronica Balestrini. Dan Smyers attended Carnegie Mellon University to study finance and play football. They are a 3-time Vocal Duo of the Year winner. Country Music Association, CMAs. They are a 3-time Country Music Association's Vocal Duo of the Year winner. Their debut single was released in 2013. Which one is the lie? Shay Mooney dated current country star Veronica Balestrini.
Okay.
Dan Smyers attended Carnegie Mellon University, studied finance, play football. Their debut single was in 2013, and they are 4-time CMA Vocal Duo of the Year.
Oh,
Three times. I didn't.
I was gonna say. I was like, you didn't say that number the first time.
No, because I have it scribbled here. It's my fault. Because I was supposed to write all this down, and I have 4 time up here on a different thing. 3 time. Which one is it?
I don't know. I'm feeling the third one only because you said it funny both times, differently.
The debut single is 2013.
The which one about?
See
CMAs?
that one.
They're newer than
They met in 2013, and then their first song they wrote was for like Rascal Flatts or something. So I think
that one's a lie.
I was gonna say I think that's the lie.
What's the lie?
Their debut single was not in 2013.
Their debut single was in 2013. They met in 2012, and the very next day they started writing songs together.
They did not.
Yeah.
I have audio of them saying they met in early 2013.
They are a 4-time nominee for a Vocal Duo of the Year, a 1-time winner of the CMA's Vocal Duo of the Year.
You know what?
So
I should have gone with my gut. That was my first instinct.
That's the one I picked.
Dan Smyers did go to Carnegie Mellon University.
I was going to say that was the lie originally.
Shay Mooney dated
because
Craig.
that's always how it goes. They always go for something that's like practical and you get it, and then they become superstars.
And
All
Shay
right, we're off
Mooney,
to a good start. None of us got it right.
Well, you got it right. All right, now, Brooks and Dunn is on Wednesday night.
Oh, Lord.
All right?
True.
That's the truth, yes.
Okay. Kick Brooks's real name is Leon Eric Brooks III. Ronnie Dunn was kicked out of Hardin-Simmons University. Won CMA's Duo of the Year every year from 1992 to 2006. They have 50 singles. 20 went to #1 on Hot Country, and 19 are in the top 10. 19 others are in the top 10.
What a streak.
So, Kick Brooks' real name is Leon Eric Brooks III. Ronnie Dunn was kicked out of Hardin-Simmons University. Won CMA's Duo of the Year every year from 1992 to 2006. 50 singles released by Brooks and Dunn. 20 hit #1 on the Hot Country. 19 others were in the top 10.
See,
3 of those are true. 1 is a lie.
It's one of those things where you switch like a minor detail. We can teamwork this one out. I believe in stage names, so I can believe that that's not his, whatever, the Leon something or other is his real name. I could believe that. But maybe he's like a second, not a third. Jay's tricky.
I want to say 4 is a lie.
The 50 singles?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he wasn't. I'm gonna say number 2 is a lie, that he was not kicked out of that school.
Okay. And you're going with 50 singles, Sean?
Yeah, so am I.
Mia?
Yeah.
It is the CMA's Duo of the Year every year from 1992 to 2006. They lost in 2000 to Montgomery Gentry.
You keep pulling this. You went with the CMAs with the last one. I didn't think you were going to go for 2.
Ronnie Dunn was kicked out of Hardin-Simmons University. He was going to be a priest. He got kicked out for singing in bars.
Same.
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 Been there.
Yeah. Who hasn't?
Okay.
And you were trying to believe the best in him that he didn't get kicked out of.
I thought it was going to be like he got kicked out of a different school.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I thought it was going to be like he got kicked out of like Harvard, not Hardin or whatever.
Now on to Jake Owen. 4 statements. 3 are true. 1 is a lie. Jake's real name is Josh Ryan Owen. Jake has a fraternal twin brother named Jared.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Jake's debut song, Yeehaw, peaked at number 16 on the Billboard Hot Country. Jake was discovered at a bank by a bank teller.
Number 3 is the most country thing I've ever heard. Debut single, Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Mm-hmm. All right. Jake's real name is Josh Ryan Owen. He has a fraternal twin brother named Jared. His debut song, Yeehaw, peaked at number 16 on Billboard Hot Country. And Jake was discovered at a bank by a bank teller. 3 of those are true. 1 is false.
I don't think he has a fraternal brother.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe it's like a little brother and older brother, but I don't know.
Or they're identical.
Or maybe. how do you get discovered at a bank by a bank teller? Like, can you elaborate on that?
I feel like we're playing that game.
If I
That game
elaborate,
show.
then I mean, what I'm just supposed to.
All right, well,
like,
okay,
do you think
so
I have
if
a-
it's
hold
he was
on.
discovered by a
Am I
bank.
going to give you a backstory on every single one of these?
I don't. Okay,
banks?
so you're
I'm putting my
saying-
money
Yeah,
on
if
that
you want
one.
us to get this shit right, you gotta.
So you're
Yeah,
saying he
you
was
gotta
discovered
sell it
at
a
a
little.
bank by a bank teller? He was not the bank teller. He was discovered
No,
by a
he's
bank
by
teller.
a bank teller.
No, because no bank teller has that much pull in the music industry.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm
you
trying to
never
say.
know.
That's true. You never know who you know. And why would you be
I'm gonna
singing
say
at the
it's
bank?
True, just because it
Because you're
sounds
getting
like
your
a trick
money?
question, but
I stand by it. He does not have a fraternal brother. That is my final
This is
answer.
all test-taking
Locking it in,
skills
Alex
at
Trebek.
this
I'm gonna say
point.
3's wrong.
The Billboard one.
Billboard one.
At 16, like at number 16.
Tell you what, I'm good at these things.
I just gotta pick one. I'm gonna go with the fraternal twin.
Me and I are sticking together.
Jake's real name really is Josh Ryan Owen.
Yeah,
I believe
He
that.
changed it because of he didn't, Josh Groban and all those other guys, Josh Turbin. He does have a fraternal brother named Jared.
rats.
Dang it!
His Yeehaw song did peak at number 16.
He was not discovered
was
at a
stupid
bank.
bank teller.
His first stop in Nashville was at a bank
Okay.
to open up a bank account. A bank teller did say, like, what are you here for? He's like, I sing songs. Do you have a CD? He did. He just recalls the story, but that's not who discovered him. But he talks about that's how it wasn't like Nashville. Like it was very fast how everything, and even like the day his very first time in Nashville to open up a bank account, he tells a story about like even the teller was like, give me your CD, but she did not discover him. So no, he was not
Can
discovered.
you imagine
Yeah.
being that bank teller though?
Yeah.
Shoot, I should have.
So none of us got it. Sean is still leading us though. You got that second one right. So you're like 1 for 3, and I think
No,
me and I are 0 for 3.
I got all of them.
You got him?
Now Tesla here.
Yeah, right one yet.
Yes, you did. You got the
Tess-
second one right.
Yeah. Tesla is more up Sean and I's alley here,
All right.
ladies. So
Hang on. Can I ask a question about Tesla?
sure.
Does it matter how you say it? Because I got in an argument with Bill Stage the other day. I say Tesla. Is it like
Tesla.
It's
an S.
Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla.
Like the car.
But I say it like the car, like Tesla.
How about like
No, I thought the car was Tesla.
how about the
not-
inventor,
Tesla.
Yeah, like the actual.
Nikolai Tesla? Yeah.
Yeah, there was. Well,
sounds
not
like
to
I
get
don't know
into
why
that,
I say
but
the
there
S
was
like
some
a Z.
drama with that.
Yeah, it's same as a car, Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla. I don't know. Why do you say it as a Z?
I don't know. I've just everyone I've ever heard say Tesla has always said Tesla.
It's Tesla.
All right.
Yeah, Tesla.
Bill Stage is
like-
right.
it's
Bill
like-
Stage is
Come on.
100%
It's
right.
like
See it
it's
on
like
the
the
signs. See it on the signs.
it's like the Spider-Man discussion we had a couple
There
weeks
you
ago.
go.
All right. So Tesla.
Tesla was originally known as
Tesla.
2 different band names before they became Tesla: Earth Shaker and City Kid.
That's true.
After 15 years together, Tesla broke up and then reunited for good in 2000. '90s 5-man acoustical jam reached number 12 on the Billboard 200. 1989's power ballad Love Song reached number 10 on the Billboard, their highest on the Billboard ranking of all their songs.
There's no way Tesla only got as high as number 10. I know that the
Earthshaker City Kid was their original names. 15 years together, they broke up, but then reunited for good in 2000. 1990's 5-man acoustical jam reached number 12 on the Billboard Top 200. In 1989, their powered ballad Love Song reached number 10 in the Billboard. It is their highest ranking single.
What does your gut tell you, Sean? I'm almost certain that the 2 band names is true.
Which
'Cause
would make sense for the reuniting in 2000, kind of. That they would have switched.
It would make. It's been what 19 years since 2000, and
Ouch.
ouch.
Yeah, ouch. I don't know.
I'm gonna say they broke up as a line.
I'm gonna say they got higher than number 10. That last one there. Their
Okay.
highest is number 10. I'm gonna say that that's a lie. They had to have gotten higher.
I'm just gonna go out on a whim, and I feel like it's one of the bottom 2, one of the last 2, but I'm gonna go with the third
You're
one
gonna
because
cut
no,
it in
no
half.
one chose it.
So you're picking the 5-man acoustical jam, number 12 on Billboard
Yeah.
Top 200.
Yeah.
But then
I have no
about
idea,
every
but
rock group back in the day has broken up and gotten back together.
That's true.
So,
But Tesla could have been the standout that
I think
stayed.
so. I'm gonna stick with my
I'm gonna stick with mine too.
Tesla originally, that was what their band names, Earthshaker and City Kid. Oddly enough, there was another band named City Kid, so they made the right choice of changing their.
So the first one was true.
It's very true. Yes.
All right, so one of us is right.
All right. They did break up in 1996 after 15 years together, and then they reunited in 2000. So that is true.
Still holding up.
Still holding up.
Wait, did I say that?
You said that they broke up. Yeah. You
Yeah.
said they stuck together. Yes, that is true. You said that was the false one. In 1995, Man, Acoustical Jam reached number 12 on the Billboard Top 200. That is true.
Dang it.
The Power Ballad Love
victorious.
Song is not their highest. It did reach number 10 on the Billboard. Their highest is Signs in 1990 off of the 5-man Acoustical Jam. It reached number 8.
Knew it.
Oh.
Damn it.
And I only knew that because I worked for a classic rock station for a little while.
And you think you might have played Signs more than Love Song, but I don't think so. Love Song is really good.
Maybe. I couldn't sing either one of them to you right now. Like, I could not pick one out of my brain, but I know that we played Tesla all the time.
Let me tell you something. When you go out on Friday night to see Tesla at the Mississippi Valley Fair, you'll be singing Signs. You'll be like, I took off my hat and said, imagine that. Me working for you. Yeah, you'll know those songs.
Who sings it?
Tesla.
We should let them sing it then.
No. You gotta sing along. All right. 3 truths and a lie, Nickelback.
I got this
with
one.
a bonus. The one big question mark. So I'm going to give you 5 statements. 3 truths, a lie, and a big old question mark. The question mark bonus is, true or false, everyone loves Nickelback.
Let's talk.
False.
Let's talk about that.
I know you probably got some feedback about
Everybody
this.
loves Nickelback.
Everybody loves to hate
They're the
Nickelback.
most hated love band around.
That's
So tell me about the decision-making process to bring them.
Because they sell out wherever they go.
All right.
People, they love to hate them. They show up.
I have people coming from Norway, Australia, Canada, Florida,
Amazing.
Texas that bought tickets from Nickelback.
That's
really.
But if you get on social media, when I announced Nickelback and all the hatred.
So
Listen,
because it's trendy to not like them. I'm going to go on a limb and tell you that's going to be your most populated and attended whatever concert.
Absolutely. I can almost.
No way.
And everyone's gonna. You know what you're gonna do? Go back and look at social media and be like, all the people at Type of Fair and be like, you know, never really cared for Nickelback, but I really do respect them, and they put on a heck of a show. It's gonna be so annoying. Just wait for it.
My truth, my hidden truth is that I loved Nickelback back in the day. Like, I knew every song off the album whose name I cannot remember at this moment. But when everyone likes to make fun of Photograph, that's like the go-to make fun of song. But like that song Far Away hits you in the feels.
It really does. I mean, my family, when Rockstar comes on, it's like our family anthem. Like, that song comes on and everybody in the car starts screaming. Like, it was my dad's ringtone for a while.
I really want to hang out with your family, Mia.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
Sounds
don't
fun.
even ask me why. And then I share a Spotify with my brother, and my brother added songs to some of my playlists. And of course, there's like Photograph on there. And
Can we put Sean on the spot though? And since he's the guy bringing the act, can you say if you are a secret Nickelback fan or not fan? Can you say that?
Nickelback.
Yeah. What's your go-to Nickelback song?
I like them all. Really, they all sound the same. And
they all sound.
Yeah.
I like them all. You know?
Yeah, and no, legitimate. You asked, I mean, even when we started talking about it, I was like, I don't know Nickelback songs, and Serge started singing. I'm like, oh, I know that song. And they yelled something. Yeah.
The one that they did, what was it? It was it called Hero? It was on the Spider-Man soundtrack, the original
It was
Spider-Man.
called Hero, yes. Yeah.
But they did that. It was like, it wasn't Nickelback. It was just like Chad Kroeger and some. Anyway,
I'm under the opinion.
Rockstar is probably one.
I'm under the opinion that everybody loves Nickelback. It's just cool to not say they like Nickelback or whatever. It's, you know, so I'm positive.
I fully own that I love them.
And you know what? They'll be there.
Yeah, they'll definitely be there.
They'll be front row. The ones that say they hate
You'll be
front row.
Yep, and Saturday night and Sunday morning when you're reading the comments, you're gonna smile and go, "I was in that studio when that kid said, yeah, that everyone's gonna go, but I respect him. I wasn't a big fan, but they put on a heck of a show.
Well, they're gonna play their
And
music.
they played for 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's what they're requesting to play.
How long have they been together at this point? How old is Nickelback altogether?
Let's see here.
I can pull it up, but I'm gonna give you 3 truths and a lie.
Yeah.
They formed in 1995.
They formed in 1995 originally as a cover band called Village Idiot.
Oh shoot, sorry.
No, I didn't have the year. You just did that. I took what you gave me. My thing right here says originally a cover band called Village Idiot. I just took your 1995 and ran with it.
Okay.
Originally a cover band called Village Idiot is Nickelback. They have been nominated for 6 total Grammys, winning just 1.
R.I.P. That's so sad.
Leonardo DiCaprio music.
How You Remind Me is their top song recorded.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good song actually.
Billboard ranked them the most successful rock group of the decade of the 2000s to 2010, or 2001 to 2010. 1. Originally a cover band called Village Idiot. Nominated for 6 total Grammys, winning just 1. How You Remind Me is their top song recorded, and Billboard ranked them the most successful rock group of the decade.
I feel like maybe they won more than one Grammy.
I was just going to say that. Because that would...
I don't think they won any. I'm going to say that's false.
Okay, so we agree that the Grammy one is false, just for different reasons.
Yeah, if they won more or less than one.
Wow, look at you guys coming together.
I don't think they won any. I'm going.
I'm going with that one too, just for different reasons.
Yeah.
We can all be right, but okay.
Originally, they were a cover band called Village Idiot. I think it was something like they asked a grandfather for $4,000 and they did their first EP. But yes, they started off as a cover band. They have been nominated for just 1 Grammy with 0 wins.
All right,
nominated for
just
just 1.
They didn't win any.
I said nominated for 6 with just 1 win.
Right, but they were nominated for 1.
Just 1, and 0 is a win. So you both are right, yes.
Yeah, so we all got 1.
How You Remind Me is their top song, and Billboard ranked them the most successful rock group of the decade based on like their sales, their the most played song. Like it's ridiculous, and like.
Well, How You Remind Me is still you can still catch it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that makes a lot of sense because Jay and I were talking before the show. Like the thing that I've boiled down to try and understand why everyone hates Nickelback is because like the genres of post 2010, like Nickelback doesn't fit into any of them. They're not really country. They're not really pop, and like they have like rock vibes, but they like I wouldn't shove them into rock either. Yeah. So I feel like they don't gel with any of today's genres and like styles of music. So people are just like confused. Are they country? Are they rock? Are they pop? Because some of their songs have just, I don't know, skyrocketed.
All right.
Or I don't know.
Who's next? Brad Paisley?
Brad Paisley. Here we go. 4 statements. 3 are true. 1 is a lie. Brad Paisley has said his dream job would be to be the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, being he is a lifelong Browns fan.
Ouch.
Brad Paisley has released 11 albums and 1 Christmas album since 1999, all of them going at least certified gold. Brad Paisley has 32 top 10 hits. 19 of them went to number 1, including 10 consecutive singles going to number 1.
I buy it.
Brad Paisley has won 4 CMA Entertainer of the Year awards. So, Brad Paisley has said his dream job would be to be the quarterback of the Browns, being that he is a lifelong Browns fan. Brad Paisley has released 11 albums since 1991, including a Christmas album. All of them going to certified gold or higher. Brad Paisley has 32 top 10 hits. 19 of those went to number 1, including a record 10 consecutive singles. And Brad Paisley has won 4 CMA Entertainer of the Year awards. 3 of those are true. Which one is false?
I think he did more than 1 Christmas album.
I'm going to say number 4.
Is the lie. That was the one of how many he's won, how many CMAs he's won. I feel like he's won more than that. I don't know. I'm going to go with that one.
Brad Paisley is a lifelong Browns fan and a Dodgers fan. He did say his dream job would be the Cleveland Browns.
Rough team to pick.
Brad Paisley has released 11 albums and 1 Christmas album since 1999, all of them certified gold or higher. Brad Paisley has 32 top 10 hits, 19 of them number 1, including a record then 10, and I think it still is, 10 consecutive straight singles. He has only won 1 Entertainment of the Year award, and it was in 2010.
Nice. Nicely done.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Which is crazy, but I mean, you're also up during that span. You're also up against Kenny Chesney and some of Garth Brooks. But I mean, he's the one that hosts all the.
How do you only
shows.
have one Christmas album though? I almost respect it.
Yeah,
How could you
actually,
have
that's a good
more
point.
than one Christmas album?
Because there's a lot of Christmas songs. Man.
There's so many.
But I don't know. I feel like once you've done how many does
How many
Michael
Chri-
Bublé
I was gonna say,
have?
how many does Bublé
Yeah,
have?
because Michael Bublé's Christmas album smacks. It's so good.
You know what you should do, Sean?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
is you should get a Christmas concert going with Bublé.
Yeah,
Christmas
That would be amazing.
So what is your day like? I mean, is it just
It's busy. I mean, last week and
Sun up to
today's
sundown,
the
before
worst day
sundown, I mean-
there because everybody's trying to get set up at
Mhm.
the last minute, and it's
People are calling him now.
Yeah, well, I'm busy. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
lucky
I
to
know.
have him in. I just
I know.
they're talking, and you know what?
That would stress me out.
Do you know how this happens? Someone goes,
What
"You know what you should do? You should have Sean on Mississippi Fair." And I go, "You know what? I should." And that's how. And I said, and then I reached out to someone. Do you have contact? And that's how. That's really how this
no,
whole
I
thing started.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anytime we can get the word out there, but yeah, today's hectic. Tomorrow, and then after that, it's pretty much smooth sailing. And the weather's going to be gorgeous, so that makes it even better.
Yeah.
You know,
So
when you-
so during fair prep, let's say like last Thursday or something. Let's say you put your phone down for like an hour. How many notifications are you going to come back to?
a few hundred.
Few
Slow
hundred.
it down.
It
Yikes.
rings like I have it on silent, but yeah, I have about 30 text messages. and
That stresses me out a
30
lot.
Phone calls, yeah.
I had like a missed Instagram notification a second ago, and I was like, okay, clear it out, clear it
Yeah,
out.
no, it's crazy. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you could
That's
come
fun.
in. Just hold on for a couple minutes because we're almost done here. I want to make sure we get you a T-shirt and everything else. But no, thank you so much for putting in all these years into it and then taking over being the GM. You're doing a great
no, it's
job,
awesome.
and it's awesome that for the years that you worked it and everything else worked through it, and you keep. I mean, it's a big deal for this community that you do it, and it's great that you're from here and you went to it all those years and everything that you continue to look out for something like this. It's something that people look forward to. I mean, like I said, I remember like teaching at Davenport West, and it was a big deal when the announcement would come out what bands were going to be there, and every kid was just like, yeah. When you talk to close to like Christmas time at the high school, they're like, no, I know my stocking stuffer is going to be the fun card.
A lot of people. That's why we put them on for sale in December, because a lot of people buy them for Christmas and everything else. So it works pretty good.
Is there? I don't want to get like. Is there anybody that you have that you've seen in all those years, or that you even book now that you're just like, I got to have them back? And even though, do you normally do you ever ask for a repeat a lot, or is there a certain amount of years that you wait for?
We do get it. Like I had Toby Keith last year, and I think he's been there 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
It just depends. Like Jake Owen, he was there 5 years ago, and he played on a Sunday, and it was probably one of the best concerts there.
Okay.
So actually, I had when I first took over, when I had Leonard Skinner, and one of the entertainers got sick the day before, and my agent called and said was telling me all about it, and so I'm like panicking because it's my first year, and like, what the hell we're gonna do? And he says, well, I got 2 choices for you. You can either have Jake Owen or you can have Vince Neil with Motley Crue.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, hands down, Vince Neil, and Vince did a really good job.
He was just up in Maquoketa. I almost went on Saturday night. Yeah, that would have been. But when you get downers, they're just like, I can't wait to have him again. Like, who's your favorite that you booked that you're like, man, I just hit a home run. You just knew it. Like,
I don't know. I don't know really who my favorite. I mean, I like them all.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Toby Keith was really good since I took over.
Was he a cool guy?
He was good. I'm trying to think who I had Sunday last year. My mind's going nuts, but
Do they eventually all just start blurring together?
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
What music do you normally listen to when you?
I listen to all kinds.
Okay.
I'm not a big
He listens to
rapper,
B100 every
Yeah, there you
afternoon
go.
with
Yeah,
Andy
there you go.
on the
but
air.
I mean, I like all kinds really.
Okay.
But what sells for the fairgrounds? I mean, it's always been like a country fair,
Mhm.
and then Bob would always have like one rock night. But I like a lot of rock too, and I want to kind of keep it. We'll keep it more country, but still have
Yeah.
a couple nights of rock.
When you're not booking all this stuff, do you follow any specific sports teams?
I'm a huge 49er fan.
Okay.
Baseball, no.
No.
Or any other sports? Yeah, no, just football.
Where did the 49ers come from?
I don't even know.
Really? Because I always like to ask people. Like,
Oh my God, I
what-
was going to be like San Francisco.
No. Like, I like to know the
Wow.
reason why. Because he's born and
That
raised
was
here.
my guess, but then I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's a trick question.
No,
I'm not gonna
yeah,
be stupid.
no. It's
But
like you're born and raised here, so you usually have
but I
Packers,
should
Vikings,
say
Bears, or whatever.
I watch football, and that's who my team is, 49ers.
Yeah.
I'm not big into it, where I don't know any of the players.
Gotcha.
So you're not doing like a fantasy
I
league?
I went to a game and everything, but I'm not that big where I got to know every player and all that stuff. I don't get
Perfect.
into that.
Well, again, thank you for coming in today, and like you said, it's a busy day. Thanks for doing my dumb game, but it's fun to do. And
I'm pretty sure he won. He beat both me and
I'll bet. Yeah.
Again, have fun out there. Like Sean said, the weather's going to be perfect for this.
Be safe,
gorgeous.
hydrate.
There's lots of things to do. Like I said, if you don't like the bands, still go with your friends, have a good time.
Well, you got other things playing in the other tents and local.
You got
acts.
fair food.
A lot of good local bands.
Yeah.
I mean, that play.
Dude, it's all about the food.
Doug Brundy's is going to be there.
Doug's going to play. I think he's like 3 nights out of the week in the shed, and then he's 4 nights. He's going to sing the national anthem.
Oh, good.
Before the big concert.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And then we got the skydivers flying in with the flag while he sings the national anthem, and then a quick 10-minute fireworks show after each concert.
Okay.
Nice. Very cool.
Well, again, thanks for coming in. We really appreciate
no problem.
it.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks to Bobby Max and for T. Wright. Mia, thanks for coming in for filling in for Serge. Andy with an I, thanks for playing along with the game.
Thanks
Always
for
a
letting
pleasure.
me. I was terrible.
Tomorrow we're gonna have Coach Farrell in from Downport Assumption, the 3-time state champions, and then Coach Holly Holting from runner-up from North Scott, and Stockpile Gold Brian Stocking will be in as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a hassle-free Monday. Enjoy yourselves, Quad Cities.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad Cities Sports Leader, ESPN 93.5, KJOC Bettendorf.
2 days to go until Major League Baseball's trade deadline. Yesterday, the New York Mets became buyers. Yes, the Mets. Buyers. Still has many scratching their heads with the acquisition of Marcus Stroman. Another pitcher believed to be on the market is Trevor Bauer of the Cleveland Indians. However, he's a little, shall we say, off the reservation at times. Never more evident than yesterday when he was